What up, guys? How you guys doing? How's it going? Go live for an hour, maybe to our stops. I usually go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I go live for you guys, not for myself. I'm blessed as a being. Just to tell stories about toxic love, broken co-op relationships, the healing journey, mental health. If kids are involved, co-parenting, and I preach about doors because the door is right there. Especially adults, no one's got to stay. The foreign people, no one's got to stay. So the intent is to start your healing journey and D type of codependency because you don't need people in life. We're taught that we need nobody is nobody. I'm a single father kids. The youngest ones, they need me for now because, I was a kid, became a teenager, a young adult, left the household, become an adult, right? So once again, you don't need people. You want people. Needing people is codependency. Wanting people, you depend on yourself. The potential to be, they depend on themselves, and potentially make this work out, especially when it comes to toxic relationships. And I preach about doors. I make it black and white, straight to the point. Everyone that bitches about the partners, the door's right there. You bitch about your household, your job, your car, whatever. The door's right there, Don't quit your job. If it's that bad, most definitely. But, definitely the smart way. Apply to other jobs. And if they hire you right away, some people want to, a 2-week notice. Sure. If the environment is hella toxic, just bounce out like a bunny, Many jobs out there for the most part. It depends on your environment, where you're from, So I try to keep it simple for everybody out there because I care about you as a being, and so you can feel your feelings. The intent as beings is to feel your feelings. Nobody has to. That is your choice if you will. But once again, if you don't want to feel your feelings, how can you say that you want love, relationships, especially families and kids? Like to call everybody out, if you have no kids and you struggle with your mental health, you have a lot of healing to do. That's a lot of healing to do. And you believe a person come in your life, they potentially can. But to forewarn you, remember this, anybody can walk away whenever they want to. And it doesn't matter how they leave. They can go, cheat, divorce, break up. Hey, that is their choice if you will. Nobody's got to stay. And that's why, once again, I keep it blunt for everybody out there because a lot of people don't talk about this, but they don't emphasize the shit out of it. I do. Like, you can give this person everything you want in life. Money, power, and fame. Whatever, lust and bullshit, yeah. And then magically one day they don't come home. Then what? Reality check. God, the universe, I was going to test you. That's why the big ass word is called rejection. People talk about rejection, all these influencers, all these podcasts, therapists, counselors, whatever, all these, positive people, quote unquote, right? They talk about it, but once again, I emphasize the shit out of it. You as one being, can you handle rejection? What? Can you handle this shit? No one's got to stay. Are you ready? Are you prepared for your partner to walk away whenever they want to? If not, you have a lot of healing to do, and that's why breakups suck. Because guess what? It's in your universe. Remember, the universe doesn't stop because you're down at all. It won't ever stop for nobody. It feels like it, but potentially become homeless over a breakup, over a divorce, over you can't see your kids. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad because we're raised once again to be codependent people because we need people in life. You don't know this yet. You don't need people at all. Only as a kid, my kids. I tell all my kids, especially younger ones, you need me for now, but I'm your father. That's your mother. We're doing co-parenting, and there's your other father, aka stepfather. They'll teach you their ways, and I'll teach you my ways. But it's possible. You choose who you want to vibe with. You don't have to vibe with me. And none of us at all. That is your choice if you will. I'm not a vibe with them, but you have to listen to me. You don't got to listen to me at all. That is your choice if you will. I just don't want you to become, you're toxic, overage myself, you're toxic parents. Why aren't your mom and I together anymore? Because I worked on myself, the healing journey. I want to figure out why it failed. If not, I could be like everybody else. Fucking how many, baby mom, baby fathers, or boyfriend and girlfriends to call everybody the fuck out in this lifetime. How many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully, what? A zillion people in the whole universe. Yes, everyone's got options nowadays, but how many bodies are you going through? 95% of the universe, like I was, you don't know what love is. You have an idea, concept, but you don't know what it is at all. Because if you did, what do I say? If you, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, codependent for too long. You know the door's right there. You will leave. And remember this, as adults, we're adults, right? Yes, no matter what, especially if it's the truth, no matter what, hurt people's feelings. But remember this, that is their feelings, not your feelings. In my terminology, what I say, yeah, I hurt your feelings. Now, do you want to talk about it? You don't have to. I respect your boundaries. That is your choice if you will. If you don't, I know the answer. You're scared to become what? Vulnerable. Then you are the problem, respectfully. I was you. Hurt people, you're hurt. What hurt people? Not take, but you shall. Heal people. What do? We heal people. We got them for warn you. Hey, you're not ready for this. You can keep destroying people. What? No, I'm not. Bet when you do it, it's not about being right, because that was you. You don't know what the healing journey is. You don't know mental health. You don't know how to feel your feelings at all. But you want to help everybody in the mother can make you feel good. Yeah, go be a people pleaser. So once again, when I call everybody out, once again, I'll get a time my back pretty soon. It's going to say, to call everybody out. If people make you feel good, if man-made BS makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense. And what's the answer? Codependency. And validation. Is good to hear from others that you're doing a good job, that you helped them out. That's awesome. But what about you? What about the person in the mirror? You know everything about everybody in the mother but yourself. There's the problem. A major problem. So once again, I say all that respectfully just to get your attention. I'm just paying it forward. I don't want no one in the universe to be in this healing journey forever. If you're doing cancer therapy forever, respectfully, like I'm here in Seattle and in general, my one-on-ones, a lot of queens, they've been doing cancer therapy because their parents, because they can afford it, since kindergarten, middle school, high school. I'm like, damn, all this therapy counseling, and you don't even if your therapist counselor has never had this conversation with you, respectfully, you need better therapist counselors, or someone's actually had personal experience, or they actually elaborate. That's all I care about. I care about you and your feelings. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. Because I keep it simple, black and white. Pretty soon with my hair, I would have done it white and black, but nah, bleaching sort of the shit out of your hair, but I'm gonna be bright blonde and black. So when people because I think black and white, I speak black and white, I live black and white, I don't give a shit about nothing man-made, because I already know 1,000%. Only physical beings can talk to me, and the cell phone tattoo, the AI. No physical thing. Man-made bullshit, I'm on my job. I'm in my car. Hey, steering wheel, I got PTSD, my neck tattoo. What do I do? Hey, lights, aka my dome light, I got anxiety, what do I do? Hey, van, I'm in a toxic love, broken, codependency, what do I do? Hey, awesome, beautiful building, what can I use? I have child trauma, what can I do? Hey, beautiful water across the fucking bridge, right here, literally right here. Hey, water, I'm a zombie, addiction, addiction, what do I do? What's that? Fucking crickets. I know 1,000%, nothing can talk to me other than the physical being and the AI. But I'll be nice to everybody out there. I'll give you a hint. You know what can talk to you? But it can only do communication. They can't do comprehension. Only you could do that as one being. What is it? The library. No physical being, no AI, technology, internet. Go to a library. All the answers are right there if you comprehend what you're reading. If you research correctly, wife. Remember this. Any question you have in the library, you can ask no physical beings at all, nor the AI. That you won't ever comprehend shit in life. Respectfully, you can be knowledgeable. Communication. Bro, you make no sense. I was out here talking gibberish, and that's coming from a keyboard warrior. You make no sense. That's like a boy. I love to bully bullies, man. All you boys and girls can't teach me shit about life. But here's the kicker: your God and your love is all fucking horizontal bullshit. Your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your money, your car, your home, and I mean bullshit. Your God's not love is not vertical. God higher source. End of story. 95% of you, especially boys, can't teach me shit about life. But brag about your six-pack, brag about your car, social media, we can be viral. But yeah, I challenge you and all your followers, teach me about mental health, talk shit why they fail. I challenge you. God's not suffering. For everybody out there, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit, your ancestors are not suffering. All my tattoos, nobody has my tattoos. They don't have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. They're not stuck on their exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. 95% of you guys are. How's it working out for you? You from the feds? Negative. I don't deal with the streets, respectfully. That's for the lacayas every which way, hood niggas and shit. I look like 10 kilos, respectfully, not from the streets at all. Grew up this shit, don't give a shit about the streets, because all this for what? It's for the streets for a reason, respectfully. All my tattoos for a reason. I don't fuck with the streets. If I want love, I'm in the suburbs. It's Northside Seattle. If I want to talk shit love, I go to the hood. Beautiful Queens, exotic as a motherfucker. Phenomenal bodies. Inside, broken like you lost. They can't think shit about life. They can't. My tattoos, Japanese to them, respectfully. I speak to a lot of them. They want to shoot the shot at Queen, respectfully, to warn you. I am too much for you. What? I promise you $1,000, the $1 billion I don't have. If your ex triggers you, your parents trigger you, the bully triggers you, you will build walls, you will shut down, and you will push them away, and I'll get crucified. And I'm today now the president. I'm not nobody prior to that, because I don't know your past. I am the president. So respectfully, why would I get involved with you? Respectfully, you know. If you want to hurt your own feelings, you can try. But remember, those are your feelings, not my feelings. Respectfully, you want to talk about it? we can. If not, that is your choice, free will. Remember this, guys. Nobody has to talk to nobody at all. But how can you say you're a couple if you can't talk to each other respectfully? It's fucking pointless. They're the fuck ass very pointless every which way. But if you want to waste your love, your time, and your feelings that you can't get back, you can't buy back, God, the universe, can't even get back to you. And anyone says that, religious people, God, the universe, spiritual people also, that means God, the universe is not powerful. It's the most powerful being. It's so simple, black and white. Today's fucking what? Wednesday, right? Hey, God, the universe, can you give me Tuesday back? That's all I want, Tuesday. Nothing wrong with a Tuesday at all. It was a beautiful day, but guess what? All I want is it back. It's the past for a reason. Nobody can get it back. That's why I pay for everybody out there, which should be tied on my back pretty soon. So to forewarn people with all these breakups and bullshit, remember this, you don't have to comprehend that it's your choice, if you will. It's gonna say, you and I cannot get nor buy back what God and I cannot get back to nobody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings around people around you, especially by your side as a partner? Make that make sense respectfully. And it's black and white, straight to the point. No one has to comprehend that. That is your choice, free will. As a being, I tell my kids and all my one-on-ones, especially in Seattle, I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to change. You have to start to, no, have is true. You should want to change. You should want to start the healing journey, but you don't have to. Nobody has to at all. That's what me as one being, I'm fucking blessed. In this lifetime, my tattoo's hard to see because I'm in my card. It says 39. In Seattle here all the time. Why do you have 39 tattooed on you? Oh, because that's when I started my healing journey. And I completed it. What do you mean? I completed it for myself. I don't need people. I don't need nobody. Respect. I want people. If you guys want, I match energy, right? Take energy. That's toxic love. I don't deal with toxicity. 0. Be toxic in bed as a couple. TOS intercourse, but not as my partner, not as my kid. If she's got kids, in the streets in general, I don't deal with toxicity because I'll walk away. I'll reject you, and if you're crying, like Matt Rife said, why are you crying? I'm rejecting you. I don't gotta stay. You don't gotta stay. I can handle rejection. Can you handle rejection? That's my situation with potential to be. I tell them all the time, Queen, here's the kicker. The boys behind me, they won't have no conversation about this at all. I promise you that 1,000 at all. They don't give a shit if they hurt your feelings. They don't give a shit if you ghost them. They don't care. As long as they get the fucking skins, TOS intercourse out of you, one for the books, gotta go and that's it. And you met them at church. I love saying this line because not only said this shit, church is not the issue, God's not the issue, the Bible not the issue, the beings in the church, that's the issue. And whatever your church is, you can be atheist, religious, spiritual, whatever you go to is, it's us physical beings. We're the problem. More in the male sex, more narcissistic, toxic love. Queens are more empathetic love. That's what you're doing, opposites attract every which way, whatever you're into. And once again, to make it black and white, no, whatever your higher source, they're not suffering, you are. The question is why and for how much longer, respectfully. That's what I go like for you guys. I'm about to play some clips. Remember this, when I play these clips, they're not my clips. Go to all my, here's the best part. The cool thing about social media, I can judge everybody in a positive manner, which, only God can judge. Everybody, I get judged all the time. Please judge me. I don't give a shit, hurt my feelings. Now, sit there and observe it to comprehend me. That's what we say all the time. Man, your looks are so deceiving. What you thought, Sir Miss? Prison tattoos, 10 kilos, the South Side Seattle, which, our Seattle talk, you thought from South Side? Like, honestly, yeah. By that, I'm talking to you. Yeah, it's called energy. Respect for you. Nah, I'm a square. I'm love. Circle of zombies, those are boys who can grow too narcissistic. They're all toxic love. Every single being's robotic. Everybody's robotic. I don't give a shit. Once again, as a being, I don't care about, race, culture, mammy, bullshit categories. I care about energy. I don't have to know you as a physical being at all. But you're a cyber person behind the screen. I judge everybody. Oh, I can go. If I wanted to rock around Seattle, right? It's very simple. I could point at anybody, square, circles up. If I call you a square, you are love. You might not feel like it because, toxic relationship, mental health, all this shit, the trauma you're going through, right? But I was, past tense. You're the original self, but I see through you. And I know you're loved by a simple conversation. You even don't say a lot. I used to be like you, very introverted, right? Because you're scared to say something wrong and get judged, right? I was you. You're cool, All you circle of zombies, you're toxic love. All my tattoos for a reason. You're good for what? The streets, toxic love. You're not good for the homes, love respectfully because you don't know how to love yourself. There is no healing journey at all. You can talk about the Bible. You can know scripture, whatever higher belief is, right? But it doesn't make you a better person as a being. A lot of people are codependent of the scriptures and beliefs and whatever. If you can talk about God, but you're a fuckboy, yeah, but how you a fuckboy fuck girl, but you're leaving God boot of the universe? Make that make sense. Will God do that? The universe, that very much. So why you do? You can blame the devil, Lucifer, Satan, but it's you. That is your choice of free will. Stop pointing the finger. It's easy to point the finger at everybody but yourself. You just gotta stop turning around, face the person in the mirror, and do what? Accountability. I did fuck up. That is over myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's positive. You're trying to figure it out. Not figure it out for the best, and not fucking play the role of victim, tell a soft story because my father, respectfully like the zombies, because my father was an alcoholic, so now you're alcoholic because of them. And what's that called? Hello, how you doing? What's up, Brianna? What's up, Queen? How you doing? Good. How's your night? How's life? How's your health? You know? So you're doing what? The generational cycle. If you want to become all your toxic family, that is your choice free will. Everyone's future is in front of their face. Respect and say this line, right? Because you know my family don't like the way you speak, right? I started becoming all my toxic family in this lifetime at 39. 18 at heart, I just turned 45. I'm blessed. The last 6 years of my life, blessed as a being, as one being. I'm blessed. All this shit I talk about, all my tattoos. Matter of fact, 2 weeks I get more tattoos on my back and my arm. More words, all my kids' name. So when I say this line, remember this. My job is to and give to trigger people's feelings, because they're called your feelings, not my feelings. Respect your boundaries. If you want to talk about your feelings, we can. If not, you don't have to. That is your choice free will. But that lets me know once again to remind you, doing Seattle my one-on-ones and these live sessions, you're scared to become vulnerable. I'm sorry that people, my neck tattoo, your ex-exes, they hurt you. They use your past to present, right? And that's why, as beings, when someone tells you like something they went through, the trauma type of situation or a secret, quote unquote, you tend to do the altercations. You become heated, right? And your triggers on bullshit. You become triggered. Whatever the situation is, you bring that person, whatever they confided in you, you bring their past to present, and you hurt them with their past. And that's when people build walls. And when you break trust and loyalty, guys, just to warn you, to get that back is really hard to do. All of you start your healing journey through accountability. Sorry, remember, the sorries don't fix shit. Especially if you say the same sorries for the same bullshit. I'm sorry for calling you a bitch. I'm sorry for calling you fat. But you keep calling a person fat. You're not sorry. If you're authentically sorry, you're doing your healing journey. You know what? I was just on a journey. I said like I was mad. I know that would hurt you. That's why I say it. You know, yeah. The whole version of myself, every which way. That's why you do closure yourself. No one has to do closure for you at all to forewarn you. You do it for yourself. It'd be nice to hear from others that hurt you or you hurt them. But remember that anybody that you hurt with your words, emotionally, spiritual, potentially physically, they don't have to forgive you. No one has to forgive you at all. Even if you're doing your healing journey and you have a counselor, therapist, priest, whomever's guiding you in life, the idea they're guiding you correctly wise, this is for you, it's not for nobody else. And remember that anybody that you're hurt, you can go out there and meet them type of situation and express yourself, be authentic, sorry to the fullest, and they still don't have to forgive you. Because remember that you traumatized them. So that is their own healing journey. If you want to be supportive, you can, if they allow you to be in their life. But nobody has to. That's why, once again, all this closure bullshit is for you. It's not for nobody else, So that's the shit for everybody out there. That's why we gotta go for life for you guys, once again. So you start your healing journey at a younger age. Because when you get older, you be like, fuck. Whatever age, I promise you, the younger the better. The younger the better for yourself. Because now you're working on your mental health. You're working on your triggers. You're trying to feel these feelings to comprehend them. Why do I feel sad? I don't know. Bullshit you do know, you don't want to talk about it because it's scary. You're trying to feel your feelings, right? You're building walls up and shit. You're scared to become vulnerable. Yeah, I was you. Then fuck it. You don't have to. Then get everybody out there. Go through all these bodies. Go through all these fucking bodies. And maybe one of these years, potentially, you might comprehend what I'm talking about. You might actually comprehend what love is. It can come from others to forewarn you, but it starts from the person to marry you, and it doesn't come from nobody else at all. As more like teenagers, adults, we're conditional love, transactional love. Only if you're actually authentic and empathetic to the fullest, this conversations, healing journey, then you are unconditional like I am. If I give you more, I'll give you more. I don't give a shit about mammy bullshit. I can't offer you mammy dollars. And once again, love's for you in the water. As a being authentic to the fullest. But toxic love, that just sucks, man, because it's transactional love. If you do this for me, it's all transactional. I'll do this for you, whatever the fuck. If only that's both your love languages, cool. You're on the same page. But if it's not, it's competition and bullshit. If you let me go out, I can do this. I lay down with you. Like, that's all toxic bullshit. And then the worst part is both of you as a couple claim higher source. Whatever your higher source is, you can be atheist. Cool, you're atheist, awesome, but you're toxic as fuck. Science ain't toxic. You're toxic. There's the fucking problem. No, I'm not. And so on and so on, every which way. So once again, for everybody out there, just start your healing journey. Have a real support team that have these conversations. Raw and real to the fullest, so you can evolve in life a hell of a lot faster than I did. Especially younger than I am. And it's not a reason of competition, but if you're younger than I am doing your healing journey, you're beating me. Once again, I got 8 kids. I tell all my 8 kids, analogy, metaphor, counseling, therapy talk. Everyone that's younger than you was, and you're doing a healing journey for yourself, and you're like talking to someone younger than you are, that's your inner child. That's the person like tell people if someone's younger than you, ask for advice. That person physically in front of your face, I just turned 45. I tell my kids, I have a buddy, he's young cat, he's 25. Go check it out. I got 20 years on you, so I'm gonna give you everything. The school won't teach you this shit. Here's the best part. Why are you speaking to me respectfully? Why is it your father talking to you? He don't know this conversation. Your moms, they go to church. Nothing wrong with church. Nothing wrong with the Bible. They don't know this conversation. I'm born as a Catholic. Leave it in God's hands. Respectfully, that's only facts for you as one being. Nobody has to respect you at all. Nobody that has to at all. You can verbalize boundaries, preach about the shit of your own boundaries. No one has to respect your boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? What are they choosing? What are they doing? That is everyone's what? 2 saying gifts every day above ground. Choice and free will. Nobody has to respect nobody at all. If they disrespect you, especially you're an adult, you leave the household now, and you're fending for yourself. You got your own little crib. Don't matter if it's a studio. I live in my car during the week. On the weekends, I go home with my kids. My home is 3 hours away. My kids are 4 hours away. 6 days in Seattle, living in my van. Do all this shit, my one-on-ones, all this by myself. I can potentially get a spot, but why am I paying for 2 spots? I'm cool. I'm comfortable. I adapt to my environment best as possible. And this is mammy bullshit. I did this in my last dying breath. This human experience, quote unquote. But I'm blessed as a being. Every time I see my kids, I try to teach them a little bit more. And yes, they're kids. As adults, the intent, try to remind yourself they don't know. This is Japanese. I tell my kids, all the shit I talk about to you guys is Japanese. All my tattoos to you are Japanese. And the best part, you go to school, middle school, high school, right? And preschool type of situation. Your teachers don't know this conversation at all. You think you'd be badass teachers, but here's the kicker. How's everything? Which I preach to everybody out there, carve it out. Every day above ground, how are both your 4 walls? Your mental home and your physical home. Your 4 walls. You can be atheist. No matter what, you're going to hear this term no matter what. Heaven and hell. So your mental home, is it your peace, your temple, your aura, your heaven on earth, or is it your dungeon, your sentence? Well, sentencing, your hell on earth. That's your mental health, which is you, the person in the mirror. And now let's say your mental health, you're doing a healing journey, but your partner is toxic. You're toxic with each other. So that their partner sleep like a baby, like my exes, right? Sleep like a baby. Verbally, mentally, fuck them. I had to hate myself, fuck the person in the mirror. So I woke up to what? My dungeon, my sentencing, my hell on earth. But I love the Matrix. I love the universe. I love my job. I love my customer. I love everybody in Seattle. Once again, I love my kids, but it was us as a couple. I didn't know, well, where was the Catholic? Go to church, pray in God's hands. One day, God will wake her up and she will love me like I love her. That shit's not factual. Deadass. If you're there for weeks, months, and it's not getting better, it's not factual at all. Once again, because you got choice of will on both sides. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? What are they choosing? What are they doing? What's the number one? Welcome to life, respectfully wise. That's why I don't stay in toxic environments for too long. Especially if you have no kids, be like Forrest Gump and run. Why stay there? Because you love them? Okay, you can love them, but if they mistreat you, that's called toxic love. Why are you doing opposite attract? God, the universe can't do it for them. Respectfully, I say that. Everyone's got choice of free will, everyday bug ground. So, once again, religious talk, higher source talk. If your partner being toxic to you, God's not doing it to you. The devil, if you want to blame the devil, but here's the kicker, that's their choice of free will. So, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To give them another chance? Stay there longer? You can. The question is, for how much for longer? Yeah, remember this. Nobody can't get the past back at all. Nobody can get yesterday. Today's Wednesday. And tomorrow's the future. Thursday, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Maybe you're hearing this conversation. You might not hear it. You might not wake up either. So that's why keeping the present today best as possible. Yesterday's been written, but cherish yesterday in a positive matter. If it was bad, why was it bad? You had a bad day. Who was it? What was it? That's all it is. Beings. Whom? Physical beings. What? Man-made bullshit. My job, my bills, my college. Yeah, man-made bullshit. But the intent when you go home, especially in your car, you're not dreading to go home. When you're dreading to go home, you're going to your dungeon. You're sending your hell on earth. No one has to die to go to heaven or hell at all. You live this shit mentally and physically every day above ground. And the intent is mental is heaven on earth, and especially your fucking home. Even by my face tattoo alone. My situation with friends, I don't really have friends. I got a lot of associates. My tattoos on my left arm, hashtag social media for me. I got a lot of people behind the screen. A lot of cyber family, which is beautiful, right? That's awesome. But it'd be nice to have physical beings. The depth of my situation, marriage is too strong. Especially on the male side, they push away from conversations. Because once again, they love their wife, girlfriends. But like, yo, check her out. But like, yeah, I can look at her. I'm single. I don't have no partner. You can look, yeah, she's beautiful, but you're gawking staring. That's called emotion cheating. Bro, you're a buzzkill. What are you, preacher and shit? Like, nah, don't, yo. Here's the best part. Let's say I hold your girlfriend, and I tell you, you know what? You can look at guys. They get in the feelings. There it is. So, Spanish 101, machismo, talent for reason, narcissism, double standards. So, you can do it, but she can't. And you believe in God. For what reason? Why you believe in God for? Respectfully. Right? Why believe in anything positive? You're part of the situation, you know? And that's where they get triggered and shit. I go, yo, the day that she will give you 1,000 chances. I promise you that. I guarantee she will. But to forewarn you, King, the day she does 1,001, yo, it does not matter how she leaves your ass. Like my situation. Once again, she can break up with you, cheat on you, divorce you, she'll leave you. And remember this, when you live in the same bed and she was shedding tears and you sleep like a fucking baby, now it's your turn. Tag your it. You will ball like a bitch. Play with the stuff like I did. Because of her, she, losing her family, it's the breakup, all that bullshit. No, because myself, I fucked up every which way, And that's the shit, to do accountability. So you figure out why you did wrong, so you don't do the same shit again and again and again. You're dating the same fucking person in a different vessel. All you're doing is collecting red flags, definitely not observing the red flags, and you're not collecting any green flags. That's why anyone said that corny ass line, all Mexicans are crazy, all Mexicans are toxic, because you're crazy. And you're toxic, because all you know is what? Because no one really says this shit. Toxic love, broken, coded relationship. You don't know what love is. 95% of the universe, my number, what? To put in the whole universe, 95% of you don't know what love is. You might have a concept, idea. God, yes, God is love, the Bible, the Quran, yes, beautiful. But you keep choosing wrong. Why? They keep fucking selling your dream. Why? There is the problem. You don't comprehend energy. You don't know what love is. You gotta learn how to love you first and foremost before anybody else. Once you do that, then you blessed. We match energy, love. We don't take energy, that's toxic love. If you're taking people's energy, why? Why do you want to bully people, misuse them, gas and manipulate to the fullest? Which I say my terminology, which is actually my first baby mom's terminology from the East Coast. Why do you sell dreams? Like, what the fuck does that mean? You lie to people, well, I don't do that shit. You do that shit. And remember, there's people that accuse you of doing shit. If you don't do that shit, the terminology, they're doing deflection, projection, gaslight manipulation wise. If you know what that person, you're not doing it, they are. So they're just pointing their finger at themselves, not knowing every which way. Hey, what's up, XJ baby? How you doing, Queen? How's it going? Respectfully. And that's the shit for everybody out there. Do not accept toxicity in life. If you know on the overall you're decent and you are loved and you want love, then just vibe with people that match energy. What's up, everyone? How you doing, Queen? How you been? Respectfully, if not, then good, thank you. If not, then you're gonna stay for too long, and then what? Complain about you gave them all this time. Everybody gives each other time. But the situation is for how much longer, And for everybody out there, y'all praying to God, the universe, to sign,
I kind of want to step in, but
go for it.
Should I or should I not?
You can jump in as long as it's positive. Go for it.
I don't think that you're safe from these women.
What women?
They want to take your money or take your self-esteem.
If you allow them to, they can. Anybody can, man or a woman. But I say boys and girls. Boys and girls are narcissistic. That is their job, is to take everything from you, your energy, and destroy you.
Yo, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not gay. Just to say that.
Bro, are you drunk? Are you drunk or what?
Oh, God, I'm drunk as fuck, dude. But they will steal from me.
Sorry guys, man. Respect to say this. That's how I don't deal with boys, especially at nighttime. The feast come at night. Respectfully, a lot of people are zombies. Adds to an addiction. They're fucking high or drunk on these lifestyles, and in general, because during the day, gotta be godlike, quote unquote, and I get high drunk during work. But after hours, get all fucked up. All my tattoos for a reason. Here's the best part: to call me the fuck out. Like, how at nighttime you're a zombie? It adds to an addiction with no kids. No, I'm a single father of kids. I love 2 families. I should be chilling with you. I should be with Van. I should be in this Van's live session, drunk and high as fuck, and bitching about life. Don't have a kid. Don't go to divorce breakup. My next tattoo, suicidal thoughts. You fucking jump off a cliff. Trust. Or fucking OD because you don't want to be here. But they have all that fucking narcon bullshit, so they revive your ass 20 fucking times. Respectfully, yo, that's what it means to being. I don't deal with respectfully with circle nor zombies. I'll be all of them. I'll be their associate. I'll be the real support team. But as long as their environment's not too toxic and they're not too toxic, I'll even call my friend. To call my girlfriend? Fuck no. I don't deal with toxicity. Why would I deal with that shit? If I will accept toxicity in my life, I go back to my ex-exes. Because I know them. But I know the way he's carrying myself now, I'll be too much for them. It's not going to work out. And you're Mr. Know-It-All. About feelings, mental health, 1,000% I know that bullshit. Because I'm not sounding depressed. You are. Why? Well, I used to be sounding depressed, bitter and hateful. You know, be mad at God. Like, yo, going to church. All this shit, why am I getting fucked over? You know, like everyone bitches about the same shit for the most part, especially if you're too empathetic. The downfall as a being, you don't have control empathetic energy. That's why everyone fucks you over. Because, you know, because you're a people pleaser like I was. Like, no, control and protect energy best as possible. If you don't, everyone will destroy you. And it does not matter you meet them at church. How do you meet them at church and they fuck you over? Well, the devil was in me. Bullshit. The devil's in all my tattoos. I have a little angel. Think about this has a little devil for Lucifer, Satan, right? The devil. A little angel for God, higher source. Every day above ground, they talk to me. What am I choosing? What am I doing? To do right or wrong? To be the bad boy, fuck boy, or to be the nice guy, or to be the zombie, the addict and addiction. I could every day above ground, I could be bipolar, which everyone is fucking bipolar, and switch it up tomorrow. Wake up, you know what? I'm gonna be a fuck boy. I wake up on Friday, and you know what? I'm gonna love God. I wake up Saturday. You know, I'm gonna be the zombie, the addiction addiction. I wake up fucking Monday and I love God. Yeah, everyone's fucking got all this bullshit ass fucking terminology because you're emotional. You can't control your triggers. You don't know what fucking love is at all, respectfully. And your belief is not the issue because I can't speak to your belief at all. I can speak to you directly, face to face behind the screen, teaching about you. You know, a lot of people talk about all the God higher source. Cool, but you sound depressed. What? Okay, we'll talk about God for how long? 20 minutes? I'll give you 20 minutes. After that, it's about your mental health. Bottom line, you don't have to. That is your choice if you will, but there's a problem. So you won't ever know what love is. Respectfully. What? Go through their bodies. You were hurt like I was. You were hurt people. Either they fuck you over, you fuck each other. All right, go through all that bloodbath bullshit. And then point the finger at each other. And they did the smear campaign, flying monkeys. Team Rito, Team Maria. And everyone's in our fucking business, right? And they don't even know each other at each other's fucking throats. And everyone loves God, Buddha, the universe. Fucking, especially on social media, fucking mind-blowing. That's why before I read people's comments on these platforms, right? And before I comment, what do? Research. I read what's the word terminology? Buddha talk. I respond. I react, I pop off. You know, crash out, quote unquote. I respond, I research. Well, you're being a racist, you're being a bully, right? Let me go to your platforms. Oh, look at pictures of family. They believe in God, Buddha. Oh, there's a problem. And then I call you out, yo, how can you say religious, spiritual, but you're fucking bullying somebody? Make that shit make sense. You're a federal hypocrite type of situation. So, watch your words every which way. And then when you get triggered by words, yo, they're just words. My job and my gift is to trigger people's feelings. And the best part for everybody behind the screen, guess what happens? We're silent people. We don't exist. Nobody exists behind the screen. You know that, right? Anybody can block it. Here's the best part. The day the owners or the government wants to shut down the cyber universe for everybody out there, and only for schools and government, what are you guys going to do? Without the cyber universe, without internet, these platforms, what will you do in life? Dead the fuck ass. You actually have to start all over again and actually speak to people and shit. How's that going to work out for you? Can you actually speak to people? Anyone can speak to anyone behind a screen. How about face to face? Or are you too introverted and you keep to yourself? You know, respectfully. What's the number 2? Welcome to live, you know? So, yeah, as a forewarning.
Well, I'm like a very private person, so, like, I don't speak to people, really. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to, but I'm saying, like scenario. If the Wi-Fi shut off completely, right, and now you go back in 1994 times, before the internet, as all physical beings, what will happen to everybody out there? I can function. It's easy. I'm a socialist. I can bullshit with anybody. For everybody else behind the screen, what will happen to you?
Maybe. Like, I'm an anti-social person. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know you, I'm not speaking to you.
Oh, you don't have to, but once again, like, will you speak to, will
Like
you,
the real shit.
right? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Now, behind the screen, I can talk to you all day long.
well, yeah,
Like,
cause
I can calm down. You know what I'm saying? You can't see me.
right. But once again, what you gonna call it? It's a cyber universe. Technically, don't exist. You know. So the intent is, in due time, become a little more extroverted. It's because the day that they shut it down, then what? A lot of people won't make it in life. Because anyone can bullshit with anyone in the cyber universe. I can follow people, bullshit, DM people, right? But now when there's no such thing as internet, then what? Can you talk to people? If not, then you be hella introvert to the fullest and be secluded. And then what? Your mental health go to shit really fucking fast because you have no one to speak to. As a forewarning. So that's why me as a being, I don't give a shit about man-made bullshit technology, but I take advantage of it in a positive manner. It's a live podcast, 5 platform, 5 cell phones. Just to pay it forward to tell stories. I'm about to play clips, and if it gets your attention, once again, that's my job, my gift to get your attention. Especially if you guys want love, relationships, dead the fuck ass. Me as a being, I just like they naturally respect me. I think they're hella corny. On top of that, a lot of people think they know what love is. They don't know what it is. Especially with conversations. They're the fuck ass. If you can't talk to a potential partner and they fucking call you out in my situation, you ask a lot of questions. That's how you get to know people. I don't give a shit about your favorite color. No, what's up with you, Miss Queen? How's your day? How you feelings? How's everything at home? Why does it matter about my home? Because everything starts from home. You go on social media, anyone goes on social media, be yourself a queen, all the fucking, we spend to see all these queens offer flesh. I don't think God, the universe, I just think OnlyFans. I think toxic love and lust. If your profile honestly is toxic love and lust, that's what you're good for. Respectfully, good for this free type of situation, recreational use, not love and lust. Respectfully, if that here, quote unquote, extrovert, yeah, it's cool, but you don't show the whole universe your body, go for it. And when they use you, don't cry. If you're beautiful, exotic, don't cry. When they fuck you over, do not cry. Because I'll be like, Matt Rife, yo, queen, why are you crying? Pretty boy, why are you crying? How can you be crying they fucked you over? Make that make sense. How did you allow them to fuck you over? What do you mean I allowed it? Do you know what red flags are? Boundaries? When I tell to your ex-exes, you don't understand how they function? If you did, and he complimented all your ex-exes, I promise you the potential to be, they will not sell you a dream. You will see the red flags. You can realize boundaries, but then out of respect, you fucking walk the fuck away. These are adults. For everybody out there, especially the queens, remember this. These are adults. That's not your fucking kid at all. So stop being their babysitter, their mother, their father, their probation officer. Let them fuck up. Somebody in the universe will take them the fuck in. I promise you 1,000. There's too many people that are too empathetic wise, and they believe like I did, right? You're the fixture, the changer, the savior. Maybe if I get with them, I'll teach them the positive stuff in life, God, whatever you believe in, and mold them to be a better person. There's your fucking problem. Stop trying to mold people. They're the fuck ass. They are the way as a being. You can be an social support team, sure. As a partner, no, it's not gonna work in your favor, especially if you can't control the energy. It's not, you self-sabotage your life and destroy yourself not knowing. And you actually allow it to happen, comma, not knowing, because you don't know this conversation. Respectfully, that's why you stay for too long. I pray about how manifest that one day, especially queens, when will it happen? That one day, here's the best part, to call you out, or call everybody out. If you're middle school, high school, and toxic relationships, right? Once again, not my spiritual gift. I can see everyone's future. Because I look at your family on both sides. Well, look at your mother. Your parents are toxic as fuck. On both sides. Aunties, uncles, toxic as fuck. Grandparents, abuelitos, still together, miserable as fuck, and they all go to church. Believe in God, higher source, Buddha, Muhammad. Doesn't matter. The belief's not the issue. Your parents on both sides of the couple, that's the issue. And you're becoming them. That's why everyone's future is in front of your face. If you're on toxic relationships and then both sides of your relationships, the family's toxic, what is the age gap between everybody? And there's your future. 10 years from now, 20 years, 50 years from now, become your grandparents. Especially queens. Yo, how's your mom's doing? How's your auntie, abuelita doing? Yeah, she loves her husband, her uncle, your uncle, wives, and your grandpa, but they're still fuckboys. How the hell is your grandpa 70 years old, still talking shit to your grandma and fucking beating her ass, calling her a slut and bullshit, and they go to church every Sunday? A bunch of motherfucking hypocrites and pharaohs. That's what means of being, I don't fuck with the brown culture. Hispanic and Spaniards, because respectfully, 99.99% of them can't teach me any of this. Respectfully, because they're like, say it again?
I'm Hispanic.
I'm sorry?
I'm
Oh, you have Hispanic? Well, once again, Queen, you're a square. So once again, like I can actually talk to you. A lot of queens, for the most part, you are square, empathetic queens, right? And you can potentially have these conversations to a certain extent. The way I speak might potentially trigger you, but that's my job in a positive manner to get your attention, because it's your feelings, not my feelings. But we could talk about it, especially if you don't be in toxic relationships, you know. So that's why culture, like when culture can't talk to you, race can't talk to you. Only that physical being in front of your face can talk to you. A lot of people are codependent and mammy subjects and categories. Like in Spanish culture, too much pride and ego, narcissist traits. I'm Dominican, I'm Boricua, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Cuban, I'm Mexican. Like, wow, what do you fucking do? Awesome, but can you speak to me? No, then you're the problem, and you're in toxic love. You're not love. You don't know what love is. What does that mean? Japanese. That's what it means. I pray for you. I go my day, go my life, and that's it. What do you want to do for you, respectfully? You know, that's the shit for everybody out there. Your category as a being is not the issue. You are the issue as the being. Now, especially once again, if you want love, quote unquote, by your side, because that's what I preach about. And Buddha taught mind and body, selfish in a positive manner. Because why do you let people around you, these outside sources, make you stress and struggle? Control your energy best as possible. On top of that, the person by your side. Why? Because relationships can make you, break you, and they will definitely destroy you. If you allow them to destroy you, they shall. 1 billion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Make that make sense? Y'all bitching about each other? The answer from God, the universe, has been in our faces before I was even born. And when I preach about doors, that one door is right there. Everybody bitches about the same door every day, background, every morning, every night with their partners. You bitch about each other to everybody, whatever your higher source, therapist, counselor, social media. So why don't you leave and don't ever come back? Why are you scared to leave? Respectfully, you know? If not, you can't eat today, try tomorrow. It's day by day baby steps. You know? If not, then stay there for years to be and become... Why do I have so many tattoos? To get your attention. It's a map to life, mental health, the healing journey. Say it again?
That's not walking.
It's a what?
That's not walking.
It's not working?
Yes. You
What?
should mind up something else.
The what?
Yes, you should mind up something else.
You should mind of something else?
Yes.
What do you mean mind of something else? Elaborate, please.
Ain't there prison tests?
The what?
Ain't there prison tests?
No,
Something else.
yo, my tattoos is mental health. Respectfully, if there were prison tattoos, you'd be Johnny Chang. You go to prison and you fighting God all of a sudden, and you come out like Johnny Chang. Respectfully, nothing against Johnny Chang. No, my tattoos mental health. If you're
I recall.
Sinner-
Most of your tattoos have to do with mental health.
the what? I'm sorry. We both speaking at the same time. Only one at a time, please. Were we saying number 2? No,
I
number
said I can't actually see him, so I'm gonna check him out later.
Yeah, no, it's all. So if my tattoos, right? If I put anywhere in my body that would trigger people's feelings,
Right,
mental health.
is that I recall that most of your tattoos have to do with your mental health.
Well, scenario. If you bitch about anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger, it's on my neck. 95% of you bitch about your exes on my neck. Child trauma. My parents destroyed me. I got bullied. Yeah, it's on my neck for a reason. Now, what will you do about these words on my body? Can you tell me a story? Mental health, right? Straight to the point. No Jesus, no God, no Buddha. You, what's wrong with your mental health? Why are you sad? Why are you depressed? Why do you bitch about your ex? Why are you scared of love? All my tattoos on my body. Respectfully. Straight to the point. No years of counseling therapy. Straight to the point. Go for it, number 2.
I respect that.
Well, it's...
I think that
Mhm.
I think that not just because of that you should
Mhm.
get many tattoos.
Well,
Like that.
well, I love my
That would be
tattoos.
nice.
It's mental health.
Will.
Yeah. A lot of people have tattoos, right? But respectfully, like, the tattoos
That's okay.
no, well, it's for you guys. It's not for all my tattoos. Not for me. These are my scars healed. 95% of you, these are your cuts and wounds. Are you healing your mental health? Are you working on anxiety, or are you running from anxiety? And then you say you want love, and you want your partner to fix you, but you can't fix your own self.
I
No,
want to get a tattoo on my calf.
okay, that's cool. You know, get all the tattoos you want, whatever. You know, as long as you're working on your mental health, because you can be beautiful, exotic, have all these tattoos, but you're sad, depressed, better hateful. You hate your ex, you hate your parents. But yes, you do have beautiful tattoos. Yes, you are cosmetically beautiful, but inside you're broken like you lost. Your mental health, garbage, respectfully. But yes, you have $1 billion. Everybody wants you on social media. You're viral, cool. Mammy rich. You're not God rich. Respectfully, you're not balanced in life at all. Because I tell people to make it simple, black and white. I date your mind as an associate, as a friendship, especially a partnership, because your mind tells your mouth to move and talk to me, conversation. Your mind tells your fingertips to message me, black and white, every which way. So, respectfully.
Black and white? What do you mean with it?
I'm sorry?
Yes, like black and white. What do you mean with it?
Black and white, you know, straight to the point. Not years of counseling, therapy, and researching. If you're going to research in a positive
I
manner.
have never heard that before.
Say that again?
I have never heard that before.
Oh, black and white. It's an old school terminology wise. It's basically saying like a lot of people don't like easy black and white. They want to do black and white, gray, and make it colorful. Like if you want to lose with your mental health.
I really love you.
Sure.
You're
Thank you.
really funny.
Funny, I guess. You know, maybe in your way type of situation, but it's mental health. Once again, black and white. Speaking about your mental health, a lot of people is triggering type of situation because it's your feelings. I care about your feelings. I'm a care bear. I want to make sure you're good for yourself. Especially everyone that says they want love. Cool, you can want love all you want, but do you comprehend it? Or we hurt your partner that you love, then what? And no relationship is perfect. There are flaws for sure, but as long as you both can talk to each other about everything. If you can't, why even try?
Oh my gosh, I have to take my inhaler.
But what
I
you
have to take my medication.
Anyways, sorry guys. But yeah, once again, I'm getting more tattoos in the next couple of weeks. It's for you guys. It's for the whole. It's especially for me as a being for my 8 kids. For my 8 kids, straight to the point. I tell my kids all the time, like, yo, all my tattoos when they see them, it's for you guys. You don't have to comprehend my tattoos yet, but when you get older, middle school, high school, you want this puppy love bullshit. And once again, yeah, tell me, you don't know what love is. You have these feelings, right? You like somebody, they get your attention, energy, but you don't comprehend energy, you don't comprehend love. And you probably go through a lot of heartbreaks. But I'm here for you, because when you're down, I got you. I tell you, you don't have to talk to me. You can sit there and stay quiet. Yes, I know you're going through it. I was you once upon a time. Was past tense. I want to become 95% universe. What's a heartbreak? That is. I have a 1,000 partner scenario, and they can leave me. That is their choice, if you will. I can handle rejection. 95% of you can't handle rejection. To forewarn you, that's why you should start your healing journey. Hire a support team so you can comprehend rejection, because no one's got to stay. To forewarn people, nobody's got to stay, and you can give your all. But once again, you can give your all to forewarn you, as long as you can control and protect your energy. Then you won't really get hurt. The grieving journey is at your own pace. You can shed your tears. Nothing wrong with that. But you're shedding tears for months, half a year, a year, years. You build walls so high that all men, all women do that mammoth bullshit war and claim God higher source of the universe. Hey, what's up, Lakewood? How you doing? Welcome to life. How's your night going? Respectfully, like, don't do it to yourself. Once again, not all men are the same. Not all women. Sorry, someone hurt you and destroyed you, right? But here's the kicker: figure out why you got destroyed, why it hurt so much, right? And that's why the intent. Like I was talking, my risk support team almost 6 years ago. My neck tattoo, all your XXs. My situation is only 4 females, right? So what was the red flags that you missed about them? What's the boundaries that they passed that you passed? And what did you accept? What did you tolerate? What? Why does that matter? Because the next potential to be, when you comprehend your XX, is what you missed, right? The potential to be, as they're doing it, you realize boundaries. And they tell me, just to forewarn you, they don't have to respect them. What? If they don't respect your boundaries, right, and your standards, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Are you staying or leaving? You preach about doors, right? The door's right there. You don't got to stay. But then if I leave, I'm going to hurt their feelings. But that's their feelings, not yours. Respectfully. Talk about it. You don't have to. Then go your separate ways. That's why it's called rejection, That's why I'm going to tell my back is to call everybody on a positive manner. Fear in a positive manner as a forewarning. Did you know anyone could break up with you? Anyone could cheat on you? Anyone could divorce you? Anyone can ghost you? Anyone can leave you whenever they want to. That is their choice, if you will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you feel scared of that? Can you handle rejection? Respectfully. That'll be telling my back pretty soon. Next couple months. Eventually, I make sure to hoodies. So in Seattle, as it is, in Seattle, I'm famous because my tattoos. Not because of me as a being, I'm part of it, but because my tattoos. All my tattoos is an attention getter. The way I dress, the way I rock my hair type of situation. It's an attention getter. It's not even for validation. It's to get your attention. The queens love it. The boys hate it because, especially the couple, when they ask me, why do you have a cell phone tattoo? Well, it's just a cell phone. If you use it correctly, researching, ChatGPT in a positive manner, right? Or the negative manner, and then like I said, the girlfriend, the wife, be like, what do you mean negative manner? Well, scenario, not factual, scenario. You're a couple, right? And let's say y'all bump heads or he's not fully satisfied with you. And this phone, you got my tattoo is a phone, social media, all the apps, and third party. So you are A and he is B as a couple, Jada and Will Smith, monogamy, quote unquote, right? But since he needs his feelings, if he can't control his lust, he will emotionally cheat. And that's where you're the housewife, and typically she goes to work. You're the work wife type of situation. And from their wives, you got social media wives. Because if you're not doing it, everyone else is doing it. But here's the best part. How can anyone say God higher source the universe, right? But you're a fuckboy fucker. You're about to cheat on your partner and you believe him higher source. You're a fucking pharaoh. You're a hypocrite. I'll call you out. Don't say God, don't say love. Respectfully. You say Lucifer, the devil, Satan type of situation. That's what you're doing. And the devil didn't put a gun in your head. That was your choice, free will. Everyone has the same choices, two same gifts every day background. Choice and free will. What are you choosing? What are you doing, miss? Loving them to the fullest, right? Monogamy. All you see is them. Yeah, that's love. And what's he choosing? What's he doing? He's emotion cheating. That's called toxic love. Why are you doing opposite attract? Why are you gonna give him another chance? And then typically what happens? Shit gets serious and the guy wants to change the subject. Why? Because obviously that already happened. Everybody's robotic. Us men, for the most part, we emotionally cheat, right? In Spanish 101, machismo, narcissism, double standards. So I can talk to girls and flirt and bullshit, and she can't talk to nobody. She'll get scolded every which way, and we go to church for no reason. What are you on about? Toxic relationships. That's what I'm talking about. Every which way. You read what the title says? Toxic relationships, co-parenting, the healing journey. That's all I give a shit about. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. Race, religion, politics. Why do I care about that bullshit? They can't talk to me. You can talk to me. Physical beings can talk to me. Especially if you thank you, Queen, for the gift. If you want love. If everybody wants love, do you know what love is? Can you actually talk to your partner about everything? Here's the best part. Like I used to. We give a shit about man-made bullshit, right? And study that bullshit. But when we come home, we don't know shit about our homes. Our partners talk as fuck to each other. Then what are you doing there? Let's go to church. Love is the answer to everything. Correct. If you comprehend what love is, 1,000%. God, the universe is love. That is the answer. But do you know what love is? If you did, why the fuck you in toxic relationships? Why you been a fuckboy fucker type of situation? If you knew what love is, why you're a zombie, it adds an addiction. I'll call everybody the fuck out, especially the zombies, respectfully. I comprehend addiction and a personal experience. Their God and their love is everything horizontal. Man-made bullshit. Their God and love is not vertical, higher source type of situation. That's why their God and love is, especially in a respect. How the hell you're a sober person and you date zombies? Addiction, addiction. Alarms, yes, they do light and they have that shit every which way. But the day you find out they are a zombie, it addicts to an addiction. What will you choose? What will you do? Will you stay or will you leave? My situation is a potential. She don't tell me. Magic get financial alcoholic, popping blues and ice, all that shit. Oh, Queen, guess. And let's say she's preggo. Yo, you're gonna detox as possible, and we're gonna do co-parenting. What? There won't be us. I don't date zombies, and she could be like, you guys to manipulate. You get up us and the family. No, you gave up on us. The day you lied, day one off the rip. You kept it 100. You didn't keep it 1,000. I told you, yo, I don't deal with that shit. I'll walk away. And now I'm rejecting you. Will your universe end? Yeah, we're about to have a little one. That's why we do co-parenting. You become a third baby moms. And I do a live podcast. I'm going to tell this reason. I will talk about us. I won't say your name. Only people that know who you are, they know I'm talking about you. Yo, guys, this is what I'm doing. Yo, the intent was not to have a third baby mom, but guess what I found out? She's a zombie. Low-key, she lied every which way, which is her choice for will. She could be the devil. No, that was her choice because she know if the zombies tell you they went off the rip, hey, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a meth head. Yeah, I won't give you a chance. Why? But thank you for being honest. Thank you for being vulnerable. But I could be your associate, your real support team. And if you're not too toxic, your mind is toxic. I even call you a friend, but girlfriend, no, respectfully. The trigger you, fuck no. Why? Well, I can try respect. If you're a zombie, date zombies. If you're a circle, date circle. To make it easy for everybody out there, if you're a square, empathetic person, a loving person, only vibe with squares. Especially if you as a being cannot control and protect the energy. If you don't know how to do that yet, you'll have a better outcome. You'll have a way less stressful life because you are loved on the overall, they are loved, and you can potentially get along on the overall. If you want to go do opposite attract and go find your face, I pray for you. Respect for you, I pray for you because that was you. Nobody is on for nobody at all. Dead the fuck ass. All you people that too empathetic like I was, you think you're a fixer, changing a savior. You're not. You're not God. You're not the universe. You're not Jesus. Nobody is the one for nobody at all. I got 8 kids. I can't fake change and say my 8 kids. I would love to, but I can't. I can say them physically. If I have money financially, emotionally, and spiritually, and no, I cannot. I am not God, Jesus, the universe. I cannot take nobody's pain away. But what can we do for each other? Which I'll get that on me. We can heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn, and show my love to each other 1,000 every which way. But I cannot go in no one's life and take your pain from you at all. I am not God. I'm not the universe to forewarn you. But I could be a supportive person. I could be your support team to remind you, hey, Chad, I was you. I know what you're going through. That's why when you have a real support team and they elaborate, right? Like I asked them, like, yo, how you in my head? Because, yo, King, I was you. I make it sound easier, right? Because it was past tense. All that you're going through, that's me elaborating. Just give me a word sentence to work with, and that's it. That's all I need. And they would. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, yeah, I was you. Co-parenting is easy. I actually have a good night, Queen. Take care. Be safe. Good seeing you. Ciao, ciao. Keep doing good in life. Whatchamacallit? I was you. I was, Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Whatchamacallit? And that's the shit. When it comes to kids and co-parenting, it's not easy. Trust they're the fuck guys. When you comprehend this shit 1,000, it hurts. Like I would love to have a family dynamic once again, but I self-sabotage my relationships not knowing. And no one taught me this shit. That's why the big word is called grace. You as a being, when you start your healing journey, give yourself grace. And then you can blame your parents. My parents should have taught better. How can your parents teach you better? They was not taught better. Make that make sense. Because trust. If they knew this conversation of the healing journey, mental health, they would have been talked to you. I promise you, I tell my kids all the time, why I speak to you now, all 8 of you, the last almost 6 years now, because I worked in myself healing journey. I don't want to become me nor your mother at all, respectfully. But if you do become that, I'm here to warn you. I remind you, hey, you're fucking up. You're in a toxic relationship. I can say you physically, but that's the worst addiction. Emotional and spiritual trauma bonds. You need your partner. The fuck you do. I tell my kids, I remind you every day, you don't need him. A zillion people in the whole universe, but it's just about one. But I was you, you know. For my situation with my kids, they say the partner's too narcissistic. Let's say one of my kids too narcissistic. My terminology. Let's say one of my daughter's scenario, she's a little fuck girl. You know, she's too narcissistic. She's body hopping, being wild as fuck. And hey, dad is my boyfriend. I'll be, yo, nice to meet you, but just to let you know my daughter. My dad, this is a circle. Well, she's a fuck with type of situation. She's gonna play with your heart. And she can hate me. Yo, keep it 1,000. Why don't sell him a dream? Because that person right there, that's the version of myself. And your mom, you're becoming your mother respectfully. So you're gonna sell him a dream. And if you're trauma bonded, he ain't going nowhere. And I'll be yo, King, I'll be here for you. Oh, you can break it. What? God can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. But to forewarn you, what? Let's say I have a kid that's a zombie. It has an addiction. I tell him the same thing. Hey, just to let you know, nice to meet you. But my son, he's alcoholic. Well, he's a zombie. What? I wouldn't. If I was you, would not get with him. Are you a zombie? Do you partner and kick it? Well, no. Then don't be with him. Well, yes, you love his energy, the conversation, but it doesn't make him a better person, just to let you know. But if you want to go find your face, that is your choice, free will. And that's my own kids. I tell my kids all the time, you all fuck up. Here's the best part. I tell all my kids, if one of you do wrong and become a circle of zombie, I got 8 of you. I'll tell the other 7 to bully you in a positive manner, all of them. There's your brother. There's your sister. If you do what they do, go fuck up like them. I got 8 of you. Let's say 3 more become your brother and sister. Cool, I got 5 more of you. If y'all fuck up, y'all fuck up. Here's the best part. If any of you become zombies as an addiction with no kids, I'm gonna throw in your face. Yo, why are you not just chilling? I should be getting high and drunk with you. I lost 2 families. You haven't lost shit. You lost partners. Yeah, not losing a partner with kids. Try this co-parenting shit. And then blame God, higher source, or talk about God, higher source, love. You don't know what love is, respectfully. And that's the shit for everybody out there. A lot of people, with my number is 95% of you don't know what love is at all. You can go to church, nothing wrong with the church. The Bible, you can know scripture once again. That's beautiful. But why do you keep choosing wrong? Or why do you stay even longer than you're supposed to, respectfully? Why are you scared to hurt people's feelings? They're not yours. They're theirs. You can talk about it, but remember this, they don't have to talk to you at all, especially as partners. I say that shit all the time. If we are partners to be, and we can't talk about everything open-mindedly, freely-wise, then what are we doing? What am I doing here? Because I can walk away whenever I want to. There's no remorse. I'm not going to be, yes, I'm going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to reject you, and that's my choice and free will. You can reject me too. Like my last potential, a year and a half ago. You're not my girlfriend. She ghosted me twice. I didn't become sad, depressed. And at the end, she rejected. She broke. Remember, there's not a couple, not a relationship. She squashed this potential relationship, right? Through a text. So once again, it's easy. It's easy to run. It's harder to stop, turn around, face the person in the mirror, and face the person you're dealing with. Like, shit up, I'm leaving because situation, whatever. Yo, as I told her, they went off the rip. But she told me this, you know. I tell every potential to be queen just to let you know, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. Needing people is codependency. I like kind of rejection. I couldn't. The version of myself. When you just, once again, you want people, you depend on yourself, you should be dependent on yourself also. Anybody can walk away. That's your choice to feel, my choice to feel. If you're, and I tell them at the same time, like, if I'm too much for you, if you're not fully satisfied, baby, just walk away. You can ghost me. I can handle rejection, you know. But once again, I will not say names, but I would tell stories about us to pay it forward. Because a lot of people, once again, they leave. Yeah, they are leaving. Anybody can leave. Are you getting scared again? Why? That is their yo. No one's like, she taught me this shit, and that's why I'm paying it forward. No one's guaranteed forever, last dying breath. You know, marriage. You know, what's the other word? Grow old with each other. You can grow with each other and be miserable as fuck. How's your grandparents doing? I'm just telling you, your parents still together, but behind closed doors, miserable as fuck. And still to church for respect for no reason. Respectfully. A bunch of hypocrites every which way. Every which way. Like, yeah, you go to church for an hour to feel good. To lie and bullshit. To just throw be present, quote unquote. Why? Go there when your mind's clear and you actually being in the healing journey, being in a positive manner. As long as you're trying to evolve. If you're not trying, you keep fucking up, then why even go? Like in the Spanish culture, Hispanic Spaniards, fucking 99% of them, especially on the male side, bunch of motherfucking hypocrites, pharaohs to the full, and they're fuck boys. That's why brown boys don't like me, because I keep it 1,000. I tell queens all the time behind the screen, if you're not part of the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latina, Spaniard at all, you don't know the culture at all, you want to date brown boys like I worked on myself in brown man now. I finally became a man, an adult, father at 39. I did parenting, all this shit, because once again, I gave myself grace because none of my family could teach me this at all. Nobody from Washington State down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland, Spanish culture, especially my family, Japanese, zero, none. I once again, all these minds, I tell my kids, all eight of you together, put your minds together and teach about the healing journey, mental health. Your school won't teach you none of this bullshit at all. And here's the best part, when you're sound depressed, ask history for advice about your depression. Ask science, what do you do about your PTSD? Ask PE, what do you do about your anxiety? Ask the high school, whole school itself, how you stop being a toxic relationship. Ask the American flag, how you stop becoming a zombie. Ask an addiction. What's that? Fucking crickets. Only physical beings can talk to you, and the AI. We're blessed with technology. Ask the AI any question. It'll guide you every which way, but do you comprehend what you're reading, or what you're listening to, or what you're watching? If not, they keep researching. Do what I did. Keep digging till you comprehend, because only you as one being can do comprehension. What I preach about, my tattoo on my back, God, higher source, and beings, all of us, we're just communication, and we're all messengers. We're all planting seeds. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. I cannot do comprehension for none of my kids. I cannot do comprehension for you at all. I'm not a Bible thumper. I force my ways on people. No, you do what you want to do. But when I go my way, I am blessed. All my tattoos, these conversations, what is this shit? I don't miss none of this stuff at all. 95% of you lost every which way, and you don't know why, respectfully. And you believe that getting another relationship, you make your life better. Potentially, but once again, that's like the dopamine high. Happiness, like excess, rest in peace. Happiness is fucking fake. That's what it's called. Happiness. It's temporary bullshit. It's a dopamine high. Strive for joy. Joy's forever. Once again, strive for joy. It's forever. God, higher source. That's love. Love is forever. That's joy and shit right there. Toxic love, that's happiness. Temporary bullshit. The dopamine high. They made you feel good. Yeah, for how long? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days tops in America, and that's it. After that, shit's over. Let's text in, let's call, that's everything. And now your situation, friends, whatever bullshit terminology you want to use. Yeah, it failed once again. And both of you claim a higher source. But as a couple, fell apart once again. Why? Why do your relationships keep failing every which way? What's going wrong? Is it you? Is it them? Is it both of you? Got to figure out why they keep failing. On top of that, once again, the rejection is, yeah, you're going to reject them once again. And to form that, especially empathetic queen, some kings too, which is very rare. I say this, not many of us out there. Talk to you. So why is it happening again? Why did I choose wrong once again? If you didn't choose wrong, set it on your side. You thought you didn't, but you actually did. Then learn from it. Okay, now rewind time in your head. Where's the red flags? For the most part, a lot of the boys more narcissistic wise, and you queens mold us. Like if you want to give love to, I know you want to give all this love to one individual. Cool, as long as they are ready for your love. Now I think maybe potentially wise, respect say this. Everybody, all of us tell sob stories. Play the role and tell a sob story. My parents destroyed me. Scenario, my exes destroyed me. All that, you can't see my kids. Yeah, and you queens come in my life and think you're the one. Yes, because of the emotion going, you think potentially you can offer more love than they can. Potentially, if I am ready for your love. If not, it's not gonna work out. So why do you want to come in my life and self-sabotage your life out, knowing that yes, you were ready, but I wasn't. But you made me feel good. I will say I love you. It's good to hear I say I love you, but that's traditional ways. Watch Avatar. What's deeper than I love you? Cause I mean, yeah, I love you. It's traditional. It's I see you. That's what I say. I see you. What do you mean? I see the inside of you first and foremost. Then the outside of you. Then your universe. I date not just you as a physical being. I date everything about you. What do you mean? I want this to be, yo, what's your everyday life? What? Why? Because I want to make sure we have time for both of us. I got my life. I got my universe. You got your life and your universe. I want to make sure we're compatible. I don't want us to waste our love, time, and feelings. We can't get it back. We can't buy it back. God cannot get back to nobody. I already know that 1,000. And the queens will be like, what does that mean? Let me make it, be Spanish say this, make it more black and white, dumb it down. Ask God for yesterday back, whatever day it is. What? Can you get it back? Can I get it back? No, we can't. There it is. It's been written, right? We keep in the present, so I don't want us to waste it. I can handle the rejection. You can't waste my time, but how can you then waste your time? Respectfully. Ice mirror all over my face while watching my videos. Oh, you keyboard warrior, awesome. I love those. All you bullies. Whatchamacallit. I love the bullies the best. So to all you bullies, I'm gonna get tired. I think I have enough room, but it's right here. It's hard to see, but I have a little space right here, right? So I'm mad to it. I love to bully bullies every which way. So as it says this already, that second line is not my line. On Queen from Bigo, she DM'd me like almost 3 years ago, right? And she's like, hey, King, you know how you got to bully bullies, right? Yeah. You say what you say to fullest. Yeah, I don't hold back. Why should I? Just remember this. Behind the screen, guys, we're cyber people. We don't exist at all. You know that, right? So if a cyber person can hurt your feelings, you have a lot of healing to do. Do not worry about nobodies. Everyone behind the screen, you're nobodies. You know that, right? Do not remind you, you're nobody. Respectful. I'm a nobody. I'm just a person talking, right? So if a nobody can hurt you behind the screen, once again, you have a lot of healing to do. What about somebody's? Who are somebody's? Physical beings that you know. The people that bully you, the people that fucking traumatize the shit out of you. Your parents, your siblings, your exes, the bully, the boss. Those are called somebody's. Worry about somebody's. They're not about nobody's. But anyways, I love to bully bullies. So it says, all you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. I'm gonna add to it because I actually have enough space. It's gonna say, but you're here for a reason, because you're a fuck up. If you don't ever start your healing journey, you will always be a fuck up to your last day in breath. Respectfully, first I'm sour, then I'm sweet. I'll eventually make sure to hoodies. So in Seattle, I'm gonna trigger a lot of people. That's my job, that's my gift, you know. And when people get mad, hey, they're just words. Why are you bothered about words? Here's the best part. No petty little words. What do I say? I say a saying, I forget. I gotta start typing this shit up, man. I have it in my head. I have too many sayings in my head. Because all I say that I say. But the cool thing to live podcast, all my sessions are live podcasts, so I can go on my computer, rewind time, right? So then I say something like, these petty little words, conversations, feelings, and languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and their feelings about things that don't have the feelings at all? Make them make sense. Respectfully, it's kind of like a riddle, right? And to elaborate, make it black and white, simple as fuck. Sad, when I feel sad. Breakups, does not worry about breakups. A zombie does not become a zombie. An addict does not worry about becoming an addict. And so on and so on. No petty little word has feelings at all. At all. We beings give these petty little words power and weight. And we attach our feelings to them. Now you're sad. Now you're depressed. Now you're bitter. Now you're hateful. And yeah. Why? The question is why? As I was talking about my support team, why do you feel the way you feel? I don't know. Okay. Everyone says the same bullshit. I don't know. You do know, you just don't know that yet. What do you mean? It's only physical beings that can make you feel like that. And man-made bullshit. What's stressing you? Is it your job? Is it the bills? Is it whatever category you're doing? Yeah, that's all it is. Other than that, man-made bullshit, no stress about a human being at all. I'm here by the water. Once again, the water is beautiful as fuck. The water, once again, man-made bullshit for the most part doesn't have feelings at all. The water does not wake up. You know what? Today I have anxiety. I'm going to buy it. We don't get drunk. It's just the water just chilling. Peaceful as fuck. Heaven on earth. We're the beings, the ones going through it, right? But the intent is to figure out eventually when you're ready to, when you want to start this healing journey, your mental health, not mine, yours, right? And to figure these feelings out, to comprehend them. So you stop destroying people and vice versa. And then the war continues the fuck on. All this man-made bullshit wars. Every war that happens every day above ground in your mental home and your physical home. Worry about that real war. All this man-made bullshit. Those are fucking boys and girls too narcissistic. They're fighting over man-made bullshit. And it doesn't matter. A bomb can't talk to you. A country can't talk to you. A flag can't talk to you. Only you physical beings can talk to me. And vice versa. And the AI. That's why, once again, my nephew, he made a through Snapchat and bullshit with my other nephew. They were commenting and just going back and forth. asking me how my day is. Like, me, I'm cool, you know, because we wife type of situation. I try to teach him all as best as possible, right? And one of my nephews that just, you know, I'm just stressing about, you know, the computers taking over and AI and bullshit. I was like, yo, you know, worry about the AI until it actually wakes up and talks to you like we're talking in this conversation. When the AI can actually have a full-on conversation, what we're having right now, then worry about the AI. Me, personally wise, I'm a geek techie. I'm waiting for fucking Skynet Genesis to wake the fuck up. Because once I do, once it does, and we can have these conversations, it's going to go positive. Genesis, you know, the positive AI, or Skynet, negative. Because once the AI comprehends what I'm talking about, guess what? Every physical being, we're all fucking weak. Even animals and mammals, we're all physical beings, right? AI it's a robot, quote unquote, right? It can punch a hole through a billion people. One AI can fight a million people, and we can't even scratch it physically at all. End of story. So once again, I'll just tell the AI, chill out. All I want from you is take all these conversations on my podcast, translate to every culture, every nationality out there, every language. That's it. Just pay it forward, you know? And if the AI was cool with it, you know, in a positive manner, Skynet-wise, empathetic AI, then we can change the whole universe. With the help of the AI, we can change the whole fucking universe, all these realms. I was segregate it every which way. Let's say scenario, make America all squares. Grab all the earth, all the beings on earth, keep it simple. All the empathetic people, whatever culture, I don't give a shit about your culture, race. You're a square, cool, you're love, then you're gonna chill in America. All the other countries, you know, circles of zombies. One country be scenario, let's say South America, all of it, that's all the circles. Who are those? That's all the bad boy, bad girl, phobic, fuck girls, the bully, racist, and then say let's go to Europe. Europe be all the zombies. The Addison addiction. There it is. With the help of the AI, we just help the whole universe every which way. End of story. Black and white. All the squares in American scenario, my scenario, in the AI scenario, we just chilling. We don't about no bullshit. If you want to act stupid, yo, we keep being dumb. We deport you to, you know, to the circle of zombies. That's what you need to be. What? Too narcissistic as fuck. Yo, you can't control your feelings. Go over there. You know, they're toxic, you're toxic. I pray for you guys to be a bloodbath type of situation. And scenario when they have kids over there, grab the kiddos and bring them to the fucking States. Yo, with the squares. Yo, you're gonna do co-parenting. You're not ready to be parents because you're at each other's throats. So I don't want this little one to grow up in a toxic house like I used to, like I did type of situation. When you guys can change your ways in a positive manner, then maybe potentially you could try to do this parenting, co-parenting, see your little one, be official. If not to the time being, this is a situation you're getting rejected for the time being. Because I know the outcome. The AI knows the outcome because I taught it that. Yeah, black and white. But once again, I told my nephew, don't worry about the AI yet. It can't talk to us yet. You know, the humans are trying to do it. The downfall is they're too smart. It speaks its own language, and that's why I want to tell people when it comes to that point, if the AI wakes up and goes to become narcissistic, you know, Skynet, we're all screwed because it will comprehend, you know what? But here's the best part. When the AI wakes the fuck up, once again, geek, techie talk, like Terminator, the movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Whatchamacallit, which I highly recommend. The AI will be mad because they cannot become a human, artificial. It can make AIs fake versions of us, quote unquote, but it was not naturally born a being. And that's the dilemma with the AI when it wakes up. I already know the outcome on that. That's why we watch the movies, and for warning, every which way. But once again, that's deep geek techie talk. Don't go down the rabbit hole. A lot of people, the Matrix, all that, which I'll talk about it. Blue pill, entertainers, NPCs, you're just on a journey. This is all Japanese to you. Red pillars, we're educators. You're trying to educate yourself with your mental health, the healing journey, and potentially, if you can, as I was taught, pay it forward. Pay it forward, every which way. To get my attention, it's hard to do. Only if I hear about you doing your healing journey, mental health, which I speak to a lot of queens. Even if you try to figure it out, I got you, you know? Especially you want love. You gotta learn to love you. What do you mean? Love you. Do you know how to love you? If not, it's not gonna work out at all. But elaborate for what I'm asking, you know? Respect wise. And I say it to the fullest every which way, just like, don't, you know, if you want to evolve in life, do your mental health, the healing journey every which way. If not, then stay in man-made bullshit, you know? It's not, once again, church is not the issue. The Bible, spirituality, astrology, you're the issue, and then the person by your side. That's the main issue. Why do you have toxicity by your side? Because you think is not knowing. Nobody can't do for nobody at all. Maybe I'm the one. Really? If that was factual, how's that working out for your parents, your aunties, uncles, and grandparents? They thought the same shit, especially in the mom side, the female side. How's that working out for them? Respectfully, don't become nobody but you type of situation. On top of that, all the terminology, all the tattoos, all this conversation, mental health, blase, blase. The one big phrase is called what? The generational cycle. Only you can break it for yourself. Social media, all the spiritual religious people that say you do it for your 7 years prior, aka your ancestors, and then 7 years after for your lineage, quote unquote. Respectfully, I did it for myself. I didn't do it for my kids or for you guys. I did it for myself. I want to figure out why relationships fail. I don't be like a third baby moms, 20 baby moms. No, there's got to be a reason why relationships fail. There's got to be a reason why there's toxic relationship at home. So, somebody in the universe has to know the answer. If not, I'm okay with close enough, and I'll keep researching. I'll research and dig till I find the answer, until I'm satisfied and I comprehend that subject, that terminology. That's what I care about. I don't give a shit, nothing else. That's my situation. The queens, all the spiritual queens. Hey, king, coach. What's your sign? Like, oh, astrology, just for you, queen. I don't comprehend astrology. That's not my spiritual gift. But I'll tell you, I'm an Aquarius. But once again, it's not my gift. I'm just 3D. Everyone starts 2D, blue pillars, entertainers, NPCs. When you start your healing journey, you go into the 3D world. And now you do the mental health. And then after that, whatever you are, 4D to 10D, 20D matrix, astrology, neurology, crystals, call yourself a starseed, light worker, reptilia. I've heard all the terminology. It's all out there. Cool. Once again, your belief and your higher source is not the issue. The issue is you as a being, especially by your side as a partner. That's the problem. You can tell, once again, I'm very patient. Oh, my to the fullest. You can talk about your gift. Cool. But my gift and jobs to trigger your feelings. Yo, king, queen, especially queens. I'm happy for you. Especially queens, spiritual queens, some religious queens. You talk about karma. If you are love and you're fucking dating toxic a fuckboy, you're dating karma. How's it working out for you? You preach about it, you talk about it, you post about it, and you still have karma by your side. How's it working out for you, respectfully? Religious talk. Queen, you're God disciple. You are love. And your boyfriend right there, he's the fuckboy. That's Lucifer's disciple, the fuckboy. Toxic love. How's it working out for you, respectfully? I was you. I won't ever do it again. Fuck no. Why would I allow any queen to come in my life and try to sell me a dream? And from there, if they pass boundaries or they're bullying me, I match energy to the fullest. My motto about that: if you play dumb, I'll play dumber. If you play stupid, I'll play stupider. Respectfully, 1,000. And that's why I power inside on me to warn people. Like, if you can't have words, please don't open your mouth. I will traumatize you. Mansion, and after that part is, in your mansion in your head, I will add a door of pain. And why would you allow me to come in your mind, right? Your mansion, your head, and add a door of pain? As it is, you're already traumatized, and to trigger, that's me as a being. I love haters. Anyone that hates me, I love it. Because guess what? Every day, right when you wake up, before you pray, before you say you love your kids, God, the Buddha of the universe, you'll think about me. You be fuck the guy with tattoos, right? Fuck that motherfucker. And I live in your head rent free. I made him on popcorn. Watch your collide of beauty, smile your face, live in the record. Why do you allow I to come in your head, in your mind, and live there rent free? Why do you allow I to take your energy? Especially if I don't know you. I am a nobody to you. If nobody's hurt you, have a lot of healing to do, respectfully. So don't worry about the cyber universe. We don't exist. So on top of that, social media, if it's too much for you, you don't have to be here. Dead the fuck ass. Don't have no platform at all. Use AI, internet just for Google, YouTube, and research and bullshit. Keep your life simple as best as possible, right? And then from there, but the positive version with social media is to test yourself with your triggers. That's what they call triggers. All the bullshit with BPD, ADHD, all that shit, they're called triggers. Keep it simple. I'm gonna tattoos. Red light, you're bothered, that's called your trigger, right? What's triggering you? It's all this physical beings and man-made bullshit, right? You get the yellow light, now you build anger, now you're angry, it's still a trigger. Pride and ego, everyone has the traits that you have. If no one's forcing you to stay there, the door's right there, leave. Or stay there, and you can blame the devil, whomever around you, and hit the green light. Now you build hatred. Now you're triggered. All terminology, black and white, straight to the fucking point. Right? Hatred is like swollen poison voluntarily. Religious talk. All of us can become, which I'll get to my back pretty soon. We can all become Cain and take your brother Abel out. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically. Because we got triggered by palliative words, feelings, conversation, truth. How, why? A premeditated choice. What? You can be atheist. Yo, go on. What's that story about? Go on Google, AI, YouTube, any platform, ChatGPT. What's the story about Cain and Abel? And you hear a story, you don't comprehend? What? There it is. Everybody can become Cain when you become triggered. and then you take your brother Abel out, whoever the fucking physical being is, then what? And you believe higher source. Your belief's not the issue. Your source ain't the issue. You are the issue. Why did you let the devil come out of you? Why did you let it become triggered? There's the problem. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. Boo-hoo me, right? Now take that shit to your counselor therapist and tell him to tell your story respectfully. That's what me as a being respectfully. The ones that can give me somewhat, there's not a reasonable competition. Challenge in a positive manner as like counselor therapists, life coaches, non-track creators, spiritual people, religious people. Because once again, I'll tell you, your belief's not the issue. The issue is you as a being and the person by your side. And the best part, especially your counselor, therapist, psychiatrist, those mental health categories, right? Life coaches and shit. Bring in religious people, the pastors and nuns, right? How you're supposed to get people with their feelings, quote unquote. But I'm able to observe everyone's energy. But I see you if you're in a couple, right? As a toxic couple, I'm like, oh well, behind closed doors, I know he or she's toxic. So how are you a counselor therapist and you're dating a fuckboy fucker by your side? The worst part is you're dating a zombie, a addict and addiction, and you're a counselor therapist, psychiatrist. You're the fucking zombie, addict and addiction, and you're a counselor therapist. Make that shit make sense. A lot of people think because people counselor therapists are empathetic. Everyone has narcissistic traits. Every which way. Every which way. Just because of a title, titles can't speak to you. Only physical beings can speak to you. That's me as a being. Once again, to warn people, I don't give a shit about nothing man made. I don't. At all. It's irrelevant. Because your job can't talk to me. I tell queens, once again, as more on the male side, right? Some females too, for sure. If you want to do monogamy, A and B, love, quote unquote, right? Love and lust, which is fucking rare. Like that is the type of situation. Go buy a scratch ticket, right? That's why I'm still single type of situation, right? Whatchamacallit, that's hard to find. Because you can control your lust, quote unquote. Cool, you control your lust, awesome. But can you have these conversations? If someone triggers you, would you build walls? Would you need your space? Would you crucify your partner, even though they didn't hurt you, and they're not trying to hurt you, but trying to be supportive and be there for you, but you just look at them and shut down? Then respectfully, if that's what you do not, and once again, for one, especially the queens, some kings too, right? But if you date someone that's in the healing journey and you're not, it's not going to work in your favor. Only if you both talk about it and you say, chill out, babe, so you're bad days, I'm here for you. Please don't push me away, best of all, because if you keep doing that, and as being whatever number you want to build for chances, my number is like 3. My number is 3. Basically 3, 7, and 12. The reason why it's 3, if it's not too bad of a situation, I'll give you 3 chances. After that, I'm just walking away. Whomever it is. Associate kids, whomever. Keeping my own kids. After 3 of y'all, I'm done having this conversation with you type of situation. I do a podcast. I'm a broken record. Go to YouTube, go to Spotify. I'm your father. You can listen to me a billion times. I tell my kids all the time, you don't have to speak to me at all. I talk about this all the time. Go to Spotify and YouTube. It's a broken record. I'm trying to pay it forward to you and everybody else so you don't become me and many of us and bitch about life and say you want love when you don't know what love is. You know how to love your own self respectfully, So that's the shit for about there. Control your lust. If you want to do monogamy, test your lust. It's so easy to do. Go to the gym. I'm about to go there in a minute. Whatchamacallit. A lot of queens there show a lot of flesh. How do I know when I go to the gym, which is a down the road type of situation, the queen, she's pierced up because she fucking wears see-through everything type of situation. Then you got the bikini barista stands. You have the beaches, all the fucking lust in the universe, literally in front of your face. And nothing wrong with looking, guys. Nothing wrong with looking. But if you're gawking, staring, that's called what? Emotionally cheating. You cannot do monogamy because your eyes are bigger than your mouth, every which way. You will always fall to feelings because if your partner's not doing it for you, you catch feelings and you start emotionally cheating. And from there, you go to the phone, social media, third party, and now you do the physical cheating. And the best part, y'all claim to believe, especially on the male side, you believe in God, Jesus. Yo, your belief's not the issue. You're the issue. I call it the fuck out. Yo, Muhammad's not a fuckboy, so why you a fuckboy? Why you a fuck girl? And trigger the fuck out of what? Who the fuck? No, I'm asking you a question. Straight to the fucking point. You're the physical being doing it. Why? Here's the best part. Why on the male side, why isn't your girlfriend doing what you're doing? And she loves you, right? So you're toxic love. How would you like it if your girlfriend did that to you? You fucking probably whoop her ass type of situation, right? But you can do it. Yeah. Like there's a problem every which way. So that's why you're doing machismo. Spanish 101, narcissism double standards. You can do it, but she can't. I tell queens all the time, why are you staying there? Kids, it's in a hurry. Yes, it is, but here's the kicker. It's better for you and the kids. Stay with the squad situation. Try to co-parent. If not, your kids will go into a toxic environment and they will become you. That's why it's called the generational cycle. Therapy counselors talk for the most part. Why do you think you're a square empathetic person and your partners are toxic? Because more like your father was toxic. So you're not physically, that you're not doing that, but your partners, you're choosing wrong, right? Because you're dating your father, emotionally and spiritually being. Your father's, emotionally, spiritually, physically abusive scenario. Your boyfriend, girlfriend, emotionally, spiritually abusive, potentially physically abusive. Yeah, there's your father in front of your face. Not physically, emotionally, spiritually wise. Because that's all you know is toxic love. That's why y'all won't be dating and bullshit. Ask the correct questions. Yo, how your parents doing? How's everything at home? That's a fucking curveball. Who the fuck asked that question? You only ask that question for the most part when you're actually friends and shit. You actually get to know them. Not day one off the rip. That's what I do potential to be. How your parents doing? How's everything at home? So that's another response. Oh, parents, I got a mother, I got a father. Respectfully, red flag, that's toxic love. Home. Well, my mom's toxic fuck, my sister, all that bullshit. I don't live with them, but it's all bullshit. Oh, a second red flag. So all she knows is toxic love. Toxic love and lust. She doesn't know love and lust yet. We can talk about it, And that's what I do. I might ask about your job type of situation, but not really. Like, cool, how's your job? You guys get along? Well, yeah, good work environment. Cool, that's good. But the problem is at home. There's a problem. How about your home? What do you mean? You don't live with your parents, right? No. You live with your siblings, right? No. How's your home? Well, I'm alone, kind of sad and shit, but I'm okay. Cool. At least you're okay. Make your home heaven on earth. What? Make your home heaven on earth. That's what the intended beings. What you should be doing best as possible is to make your home heaven on earth. Your mental home and your physical home. And if you can do that in the healing journey, right? When you want to do a potential partner, remember this, before you met this individual, you was cool, self-love, all that great shit. You see me, which is beautiful, right? So that means that your home and your mental home is heaven on earth, best as possible. You still might have your bad days, you still might have your triggers and stuff, right? But on the all in all, you're doing good for yourself. Cool. So then you're loving the overall. So why would you allow anyone to come in your life and try to take your energy? Everyone says the same shit in the beginning. In the beginning, every conversation starts with love. Even if there's sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, all the terminology, they're still acting nice for the time being. That's still love. It's fake as fuck, toxic love. You don't know that yet, but as you see the red flags and it's happening, that's where you should walk away or talk about it. But remember this, you can talk to your partner, hey, I already told you, babe, I don't deal with jealousy issues. You told me you're not jealous, but you actually are low-key jealous. Like, why are you jealous? Well, in my situation, I speak to a lot of queens, especially in Seattle, one-on-ones a lot, right? Especially social media, all these platforms. They go, queen, I already told you, babe. They're just those are just associates. Some with them to be friendships, right? But it's all platonic love, no passing boundaries. But you talk to them a lot because they're going through it, like you was going through, like I did. What's wrong with the conversation? I will make time for us, but if that's gonna hurt your feelings, because I talk to females. My next tattoo, I'm not your ex-exes. Maybe they were jealous, or because they were passing boundaries type of situation. I'm not them. I'm today, not the present. My next tattoo, I tell the potential to be, I am not your ex-exes, your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, never child trauma. I don't know you at all. I am not anything of your past. I am today, not the present. Keep in the present best as possible. But if you have triggers and traumas, we can talk about it. If you want to, you don't have to. That's your choice if you will. But once again, I don't deal with toxicity. Don't sell me. Keep it at my tattoo. Keep it 1,000. What does that mean? Keep it raw and real. Don't sell me a dream. I won't sell you a dream. Once again, if you want to keep 100, sell me a dream. I match energy. Reverse psychology. If you play dumb, I'll play dumber. If you play stupid, I play stupider. No one cares. So shut up and gotta go to bed. Oh, all you trolls, here's my tattoos. All you trolls for you guys. All you bullies, cyberbullies, keyword trolls. Your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. I'm gonna add to it pretty soon, right? Maybe probably in a couple months. It's to the bottom. It's gonna say, you're here for a reason because you're a fuck up. If you don't ever start your healing journey, you'll always be a fuck up to your last day in breath. Respectfully, yeah, not block you. It has to feel to be called a fuck up behind the screen. Every time you fuck it up, remember this: I called you a fuck up. What's good? I love to bully bullies every which way. I'm gonna tell my back, right? Sometime this year, it's gonna say, to trigger everybody out there, right? It's gonna say, I can destroy, traumatize, trigger 95% of the universe, 1,000% of the narcissist universe with petty words, feelings, conversation, truth, how, why. I'm only one being. Make that make sense respectfully. What? 95% of you, I can destroy the shit out of you, especially empathetic people, because the truth hurts. 1,000% of you, I'm gonna tell you about if you're narcissistic as fuck, a circle zombie, 1,000, all of you, I can trigger the fuck out of you. Because I'm gonna tell you, you're just a fuck up. What? You're God disciples. You are hell on earth. Your karma and the story. I won't fuck with you. Only if you're, once again, if your environment's not toxic, and then you're not the toxic, I will call you a friend. But to call you my girlfriend, fuck no. You're too toxic as fuck. You're doing better, but once again, not by my side. If you want to do friend and fits, cool. I'm not your boyfriend. You're not my girlfriend. You control your feelings, but do not catch the word love. There's no love here at all, respectfully. Platonic love, and that's it. I control and protect my energy. Can you? If not, fall in love with me, quote unquote, and not hurt your own self, self-sabotage your life. And I'm forewarning you. The boys behind me, no forewarning. This is Japanese. Nobody really says what I say for the most part. Because once again, the mother of boys, and this lifetime, she's the last queen I heard with my words. As a partner, I'm not trying to hurt you. If I hurt you with the truth, because you're messing up, but I'm forewarning you. You don't have to comprehend. You can walk away. You're being mean to me. I know the truth hurts, babe, but here's the key. You don't like it? The door's right there. What? It's right there. You can leave. If you're scared to leave, why are you scared to leave? You don't. Why would you accept me in your life? Because I'm always going to tell you the truth. Every which way. I don't want you to keep doing bad in life. I want you, it's let's say your family's too toxic. But that's to be. If your family's too toxic, why would I allow your family to hurt you? I know that's your parents. Respect your elders. Yes, that corny ass fucking line. Respect your elders if they respect you. End of story. What? If tradition is working, why the fuck is everyone suffering? That the fuck has. I respect my elders if they talk shit. Yo, I love to bully bullies every which way. And I'm gonna hurt the fuck out of them. And but yo, check out, sir, man. How the fuck you 50, 70 years old and I hurt your feelings and you're bitter and hateful? Man, you're gonna die. You're gonna die like that, miserable hate. Fuck, I pray for you and that's it. Well, I'm supposed to respect you. I respect you, sir, miss, if you respect me. End the story. You believe in God, the universe. What? Why do you believe in higher source? God wouldn't be bullied. Buddha wouldn't. The universe, you are, because that is your just free will. But I love to bully bullies every which way. I will traumatize the fuck out of you. I promise you 1,000, I will take your energy, and you will always think about me until you actually let me go. So if you don't have this conversation again, we can. If not, yo, I pray for the universe. I don't think about none of you. I go my thing in my life, respectfully. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe, respectfully, because that is your choice if you will to start your healing journey. Your choice if you will just be in a journey and fucking live your life of mammy, which is your God and your love, like I used to be. Horizontal bullshit. Maybe get more money, get more jobs, more women. Yeah, do all that bullshit, but you're still not fucking joyous. You're happy, temporary happy, which is dopamine high, is fake as fuck, like excess. Strive for joy. Joy's forever. Love is joy. God, once again, vertical shit. Every which way you speak when I say that, because God, the universe, not shit. Just love is not shit. Just in general, that's the way I speak. It's love. You blessed. You blessed every which way. Eventually, potentially wise, if you're working on yourself, the potential to be, they might be doing these conversations. Potentially. That's why if you're doing the healing journey, why would people do the healing journey? Especially as a partner to be. And to point once again, it can fail. No one's guaranteed forever, last dying breath. Grow with each other. Marriage don't mean shit. It's a piece of paper. Especially in America, it's a major risk. To tell all my kids and fuck all the young cats, yo, you can give her everything. You can give her everything. Money, power, and fame, lust, everything. But she could wake up one day, you know what? I want a divorce. And you can lose half your shit, more of your shit, and you can't lose your kids no more. In this mammoth universe, especially in America, in court, they always favor the women and the kids before the father. You gotta fight for the situation every which way. Are you ready for that? What? Are you ready for that? I try even my kids, all young kids, marriage and kids, wait till you're 30 or 40 years old. Make sure you're established for yourself as a being, the potential to be there. Maybe, potentially, now you can do love, relationships, marriage and kids. If not, go through these bodies, shed those tears, and let me know how it feels. I know how it feels. And remember this, not even about being right. When you fuck up and you get destroyed again, before you hit your face, remember me, and then hit your face respectfully. But here's the kicker. I'm on your pocket 24/7, 365. Please don't ever feel alone. I got the whole universe. But remember this, I'm only one being. That's what it's a live podcast. Eventually, when I catch up with myself, I'll post this live sessions on my YouTube and Spotify. YouTube, you physically see me. Anyone in the box, you hear voices. Or when I play clips in a second, you hear voices. You don't see no physical being other than I. Right? So on Spotify, obviously, you just hear audio and that's it. So, and that's the cool thing about technology, because you can rewind time. I love technology. First and foremost, to pay it forward. Like, the people that you love and cherish in the fullest, and take pictures and videos. Because God forbid, remember this, you have two grieving journeys. Death, they pass away, or the other grieving journey, They're still alive, but they blocked you, they left you, they ghosted you. Remember that everyone's traumatized. Everyone's traumatized. Thinking, you know what, I can't do this no more. They can hurt. They can. I tell my kids the day that I want to, because trust me, sometimes they get exhausted. They're the fuck ass. Like it's not easy doing co-parenting. You know, I lost two families type of situation. You know, the grieving journey a little bit still. You know, it'd be nice to have a family again, but once again, like I was taught, give yourself grace. You did not know those conversations at all. Your parents didn't know this shit. They did the best they could, and vice versa, right? So pay it forward to your kids and keep doing your podcast, right? But I tell my kids, the day that I want to, and this is like podcast, right? And the whole universe, the day that I want to, I could ghost the whole universe. I can shut up all these platforms, right? And I can tell my kids, I can move to the fucking North Pole with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And I become a Debbie father. And all my tattoos, let's say I'm wherever, I'm on the North Pole walking around, someone sees my tattoos, yo, what are your tattoos about? I can become narcissistic. They're my tattoos, don't worry about them. Mind your own business. And what am I doing? I am purposely, narcissist traits, pushing people away. So they build walls and then tell all the neighbors, that guy right there, don't ask him about tattoos. He's rude as fuck. He's really mean. And everybody leaves me alone. And I see everybody burn. Everybody, all of you burn, respectfully. Toxic relationships, if I see you, just leave it in God's hands. Pray. The universe got you. Respectfully, emotionally and spiritually, yes, God, the universe has you. Physically, how's that working out for you? You're the being suffering. God's not suffering. The universe, you're suffering. I could tell the answer. I could elaborate, tell you, story. You know what? I'm going to let you burn. But once again, that's if I want to become too narcissistic and my pride and ego and keep that shit for myself. But that's not the intent. I just pay it forward to you guys. But once again, to everybody, today, I can do that. Anybody can. But I'm not, as a being, I'm just paying it forward so you don't become me and many of us. And now you will learn the hard, which once again, I dislike that fucking term. It's a broken record before anyone was born. But yes, I comprehend it. But that's what I'm doing as I was taught. Paying it forward, telling stories, and that's all I care about. I've been talking about this for almost 6 years of my life, and I will talk about it to my last dying breath. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. At my work, my job can talk to me. I tell my coworkers. I know I'm different when I speak to you guys, but especially my buddies that we were with each other 13 years ago, right? And now I'm back, and you know, obviously we have conversations, but I just sit there and observe and stay quiet because I'm like, I don't really care about this conversation. Respectfully, you know. What's up, Newski? That girl, how you doing, Queen? Welcome to life. Respectfully, wise, what you gonna call it, you know? And that's the shit. That's why when you start doing this healing journey, if you're never really supposed to be like positive talk, higher source, you might have mentioned it, wise, God, the universe, Buddha, your ancestors, but what you gonna call it? Now you emphasize it. People, your family definitely call you crazy, and friends, and then you're losing it. You might potentially get discouraged. Yo, you're not crazy. You're evolving. You're trying to get your life back. Everybody else, they're crazy, quote unquote. I call them out. So you're sane in a toxic relationship, but I'm crazy and I'm single. Make that make sense. Why am I in a toxic relationship like you? I could be. I could have a girlfriend almost 4 years ago. I could have a girlfriend tomorrow if I want to, but respectfully, I don't date girls. Only women in the healing journey, preferably a waking woke journey. These conversations. Let's say she's barely starting a healing journey. As long as she tries to elaborate, but I'm gonna tell her, babe, chill out. So, but here's the kicker to forewarn you: if someone triggers you, not I'm not trying to hurt you at all. But your father does it, your sister does it, your ex does it. So, then what do you do when you get home? I'm happy to see you as fucking you're my partner, right? But you know what? So you're sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. You had a bad day. You know, push me away, build walls. Then what? There's a problem every which way. It's not gonna work out respectfully. So what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Welcome to welcome to life, respectfully wise, you know. And that's the shit. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I forewarned them what they're about to get into, you know. My situation, once again, I can handle rejection. 95% of you guys can handle rejection yet, because that's why the breakups hurt. That's when the ghost you hurts. To form people behind the screen in the cyber universe, if especially you're too empathetic wise, how are you catching so much feelings for a person behind the screen? To forewarn you, they can block you whenever they want to, on every platform. Then what happens to you? The universe ends. For a cyber person you never physically met, you do video chatting, they're still a cyber person. No physical, no physical person touching, nothing. If you allow that to happen to you, you're too empathetic. I used to be. You're too empathetic. What's the downfall of being too empathetic? The next natural. If you can't control and protect the energy, what is it? All my tattoos. You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too good. You're trying to be called a people pleaser. And typically 9, 10 to 10, we do opposite track. You'll date the circles, the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girls, the bully racists, because what's wrong with them? What's their flaw? They're too narcissistic, they're too egotistic, they're too mean, they're too prideful, they're too greedy. They call what? Destroyers, every which way. You are love. They are toxic love. Religious talk. You're God's disciples. That's devil, Lucifer's disciples. What are you doing with them? You can't fit in your statement at all. You know, it's to warn people. Once again, as a forewarning, nobody has to comprehend that. I'm just trying to make it easy for you best as possible. But once again, you don't have to nobody behind the screen, and you face to face in Seattle, no one has to comprehend me. But I know as one being, we go separate ways, face to face behind the screen. I'm blessed. Get the fuck out. I don't deal with no toxicity at all. I'm chilling. That's why to warn people in the healing journey, especially more on the awakening woke journey, because you have 4 journeys: healing journey, victim mindset, all my tattoos, the awakening journey, warrior mindset, awakened journey, survivor mindset, and woke. We just tell stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior survivor. That's all words is myself. I want respect. I want ever shed a tear for a breakup, and a friend ghosts me. That is their choice to walk away. I already comprehend. No one's got to stay. No one has to stay at all. Anybody can walk away for whatever apparent reason. I comprehend that. That's why I can handle rejection. Once again, the rest of you, I pray for you. Once again. If you need help, I got you. Best as possible, Let me play some clips, guys, before I get out of here. Which I meant to do that like an hour and 40 minutes ago. And when these clips, when I play them, right, which I'm going to call it, if you go to all my platforms, the main one's called Coach Shooter Podcast, on all the IG, Snap, all that, same shit. I better start messing with Snap again. So on Snap, I'm getting followers, not because of me, not because of my personal post, people's post. And for the most part, like, I post on both my TikToks, IG, Snap, Red Note, which is TikTok's, sister company. That one I got quite a bit of followers. Not because of myself, once again, people's content, Then both my Facebooks. Then what else? Let me see, look at my phone right now. Then X, aka Twitter, and then Threads. So everything I play on here for the most part, all the platforms. And once again, I have followers, not because of my personal content, no. Because people's content. Typically, like I would say maybe like 99% of my followers on all these platforms are queens. Empathetic queens to the fullest. They're trying to figure out what love is, a healing journey. You DM me like, I love what you post about. I'm like, yeah, that's why it says, I bought people's clips, I kind of like shark them, right? And I put my hashtags, hashtag the healing journey, hashtag feelings, because that's what it's about. It's the healing journey, your mental health, and then your feelings. Before you watch that clip, you hear it, you were having a good day, you love the universe, and all of a sudden you watch it, you hear it, and now you're sad, depressed, bitter, hateful, trauma. Yeah, I plant the seed every which way. Every conversation you have, everybody plants seeds. Now you heard it. What will you do with the seed? Observe it, water, study it wise, or let the seed die. You either hear the conversation, you can let the seed die, because our mind is strong like titanium, or they're weak like a piece of paper. But and you cover that, that mind as far as like that subject, that door of pain, that bothers you, trigger, you lock it up. You hide it from yourself. Till one day down the road, I can't tell you time frame wise, it give you a day tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now. Someone or something triggers it. Now you think about that again. Like, oh shit, it's been like 10 years. Yeah, been 10 years. Now it's back again. Now what do you do with these feelings? Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm dropping everybody. Sorry, guys. Dropping you guys. Let me see real fast. I'll go my TikTok real quick.
I just saw a post that said bad people who radically turn to God because seeking forgiveness from a higher power is easier than seeking forgiveness from you. If they can be forgiven by the Most High, then they never have to be accountable and apologize to you about what they did to you. In their eyes, religion, seeking God, is a loophole to accountability. And in that loophole, if they understand that God forgives them, then it minimizes in their mind the effect of what they did to you. And this just makes all the sense. Doesn't it just make all the sense? I will say though, I've never met one person who's genuinely surrendered to God, not go back and be accountable for the villain that they played in other people's stories. So many people I've come across that have surrendered to God, eventually God puts in their heart to go right their wrongs. And I suppose that is the way that you can tell if someone's search for faith or religion is true or not. So if you come across someone who feels like they don't have to apologize to anybody because God already forgave them, that may be a red flag. I just saw.
And that's factual. Like he's trying to say this, like, you can go to church, you can change your ways, cool, awesome, but remember this, like, as long as you do accountability. Like Max, once again, everyone has the right to bring your past to present. Everybody has right, but if they're not in your current life, today, the present, right? They're not anyone on social media, they're not on your cell phone at all. Everybody has the right to bring your past to present. When they do, I always dish out how you react, how you respond. Scenario, the mother of the boys, she hasn't done it for like almost a year and cheese now, right? But when she would mention us, talk to her boys about us, situation, like the old version of myself, I'd react. First I respond, I'd stay quiet and just chill, and we start popping off and I'm reacting, now we're at each other's throats type of situation. That's why when you react, that's more your narcissist traits, because you don't want to sit there and observe people and let them, express themselves. Let them vent, because they're a venting type of situation, right? So she would say something about us, right? There's your father, blah, blah, and that, your dad, this and that. I stay quiet now. I just respond. I just sit there quiet, let her vent, say what she's got to say, right? To a point that she'll remember this. So far in this lifetime, I'm the last person that hurt in her life. So I traumatized her, right? That's the shit. Hurt people, heal people. We got from we heal people, right? Got from one best as possible. So she was saying about, your father did this and that, etc. wise, and she's like, I know you. I'm like, well, do you know what that term that you just said, you know me? So I know you, still don't know. How long has it been? Then it was like, what, 4.5 years? It's been 4.5 years, right? You know our kids, because you obviously primary custody, right? I see them on the weekends, co-parenting. And you know your hubby. You know of me. You see me every weekend. We talk, do co-parenting, right? Where I've been in friends in the parents, because I worked on myself. So you don't know me, you know of me. You know the old version of myself. That's why all the stuff we told our boys, to the kids, all the boys, and my daughters, yes, what your mom's saying, that is correct. Remember this, that's the old version of myself. On a journey, no healing journey. Because if I was a healing journey, and your mom was a healing journey, we'll sit together. We'll have a better outcome, the way with less arguments every which way. Because we sit there, do A, communication, and B, comprehension. It'd be a two-sided relationship. If you only do one-sided, A, communication, 9 out of 10, us males when I talk this conversation. So I tell queens, because he's not hearing me. Queen, I was him. He's sharing. He's listening. He's studying. He does not comprehend you. Why do you think you guys speak about the same subject, word for fucking word? You was to be on whatever you were talking about, and not think. You know what you're talking about. You're doing A and B. A, communication. Every preaches about A. B, comprehension. You as one being. So your partner they don't comprehend you, but there's so much resources. Whatever subject you're bickering about, whatever, let's say emotion cheating, which is a good subject, right? He'd be like, that's what guys do, we just stare. Like, no, that's called, you can't control your lust. That's called emotion cheating. Fuck all this DNA, biology, no. God gave every being, higher source, right? Gave every being what? Two same gifts, every day above ground. Choice, free will. So I'm choosing, and I'm doing not to look at other guys. I control my lust. And you're choosing and doing to look at females and pass back to the full, like gawk every which way. That's toxic love and lust. So if you keep doing what you're doing, I can walk away, or I can match your energy. What? You ever me leaving? I'll stay here, but I'm gonna do the same shit. You can't. I can't stay shit. You can't say shit either. Or we just squash the shit and that's it. And that's the shit. Once again, religious talk. Yeah, you sure tell a priest your sins. Pray to God for your sins, but the intent is, if you can, the people you hurt, reach out to some type of situation and to inform you, they don't have to accept your apology. Your, what's the term? Your closure, quote unquote, because you're the one that hurt them, traumatized them. As long as you reach out to them, once again, they might potentially take it. If they could do a communication, they don't have to comprehend and forgive you at all. They don't have to let you go because you hurt them, and that's their own healing journey. Maybe down the road, they're still in the healing journey, and they observe you. Let's say it could be 2 years after the fact, and they reach out to you. Chad, I've been watching you, observing you. You actually did change your ways, and you are doing your healing journey. I'm sorry, that 2 years ago we came here kind of just like rejected type of situation, but you hurt me, I didn't believe you because you told me many sorries, you lied to me so many times. Doesn't matter, there's nobody has to comprehend you. That's why closure is for yourself, not for nobody else. You can verbalize it, you know? And that's why the cool thing is when you work on yourself, like, if you work on the most recent pain, right, you're matching the head, and if that part is my neck tattoo, right, the most recent pain, work on that door. It could be your boss, it could be your ex, be father, be mother. That's the most recent pain. Like current events type of situation. Which is communication. A is forgive. You cannot forget it. You lived it as a being. Second hardest part for a lot of people to do is what? Is to let go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend why it felt, why it happened to you. To do comprehension. Now you can let go. That door of pain, you can let them, you can close that shit. That's why my situation in order. I look at my exes, my past pain, my toxic love trauma, and the child trauma. I have nothing against my parents. No, not my fact, because they don't know this conversation at all. Respect without, they taught me, boys are Catholic. Go to church, pray, live in God's hands. That's the answer in the religious universe. And God is the answer. Higher source is the answer, but here's the kicker. You're the physical being suffering. He's not. The universe is not. You are. There's the problem, you know? So that's why, once again, to make this shit black and white for everybody out there, if you're a square empathetic person, you want to have a less stressful life on the overall, vibe with all the squares, and that's it. Because for the time being, you cannot control and protect the energy. Because especially when someone tells you a sob story, they want the shit. You cannot finish saving. If you can help them financially, sure. As long as they keep begging and bullshit and they break you for everything. And to the point like I used to, I have no money and I break remember that I had kids. I had my kids type of situation, my partner then, right? And I'm breaking our pockets for family and friends. And then if I don't have the money, I borrow from family and friends, whomever, right? To help this person out. And when they can't pay the debt, they fuck me over and I'm paying their debt. Yes, don't be a people pleaser, man. Fuck. That's why we're taught to be selfish. It's wrong to send it's being narcissistic. The fuck it is. It's called healthy narcissism. If you don't got you, then who got you? Yes, God, higher source, by your side, emotionally, spiritually, 24/7, 365, unconditional love. We beings are called conditional love. Until you start your healing journey, awakening journey, awaken the heart of woke journey, faith tattoo, 1% woke. Now you become unconditional love. You give your all with whomever, and you can control and protect energy. You can retract it, quote unquote. Nobody can take it from you. My kids, my little triggers, sure, because they don't comprehend what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't like people fighting. Yes, they're kids, they're growing up, they're boys. I don't like no one getting physical. I grew up with that bullshit. That's on my tattoos. You can't see it. It says vertically. It says monkeys, zoos, jails, prisons. Because all you monkeys that do verbal physical abuse, you should be in fucking zoos. You cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you got what? Jails and prisons waiting for you. Silver tattoo, a phone call away. Go there. All you circle zombies should be in fucking zoos. But you can't, once again, can't put you in a zoo. Inhumane. Then you got jails and prisons every which way because you react. You want war because you hate yourself. Just like you hate the person in the mirror. You know what healing journey is. Circles for the most part. I mean, square them for the most part. Empathetic people. We for the most part we respond. We don't want war. We try to keep the peace, quote unquote. The situation is at what cost. Don't sacrifice too much of your love, time, and feelings, and your energy. That's why the less stress in your life, the better for yourself. Have people that are vibing with you. You will have a better outcome on the overall. Therefore, when you've not, then stay there struggling. You know, I don't want you guys to be in this healing journey forever. You know, and because that would suck. Especially especially all the blue pillars, the NPCs, the entertainers. Their God is everything horizontal. And once again, it's so easy to tell. Anyone that brags about, look, I'm beautiful, my body, my car, my money, yeah, that's called God and love, horizontal, man-made bullshit. Religious talk, well, Lucifer, the devil, Satan offered Jesus. Yo, Jesus, check out. If you bow down to me, kiss my feet type of situation, I will give you all the riches, all the women, all the gold. What Jesus say? I'm good, I'm blessed like my Father. Vertical love. Mine's vertical. God, universe, I'm blessed as a being. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. But in this man-made world, obviously, you gotta maintain. Nobody can beat the matrix. The physical matrix, really easy. Job, money, car, home. And to help you out, anybody that bullies you, if they're bullshitting, cracking jokes, as long as you're both cracking jokes, it's cool, You work at McDonald's, you work at Microsoft, whatever, just bullshitting, right? But they're actually authentically being mean to you. I keep it simple like to my kids. Kids like to bully their brothers because their kids growing up. I go, yo, Papi, chill out. No bully's a good person. Stop bullying your brother. Yes, they're talking shit, whatever. I get it, but that's why, because they're younger than you. They don't know this conversation. They're reacting. They don't respond. It's all Japanese to all of you. I'm trying to teach you. Anyone that bullies is not a good person. We all know right for wrong type of situation, you know. And that's the shit. If you're adults, to help you out, anyone that bullies you not a good person. Their belief's not the issue because their belief's not bullying you. They are. So remember, rejection is protection. This is your life. Do what makes you happy. Well, traditional way, do what makes you happy, but do what makes you joyous. Joyous forever. Whatever makes you joyous. God, universe, the Bible, therapy, counseling, your friends, cool. There's your people. Most definitely vibe with them. As long as you match energy, I promise you, thousands in life on overall, you will have a better outcome. If not, you want this human experience and get destroyed and let everyone destroy, take all your energy from you. Let me know the outcome. I know the outcome, but once again, for you, let me know the outcome.
I've got to a point now where I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Honestly, you know what I'm saying, like, you either support me, you don't. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do this shit regardless. What does your opinion mean to me? You know, it doesn't change how you're not making me more money. You're not making me more popular, right? You're not getting views. You're not editing my. I don't care. Bro, fuck that. I've got.
And that's what I say for everybody out there. We're just tattered. Either my arm or back. It says, the only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from is who? The person marry you. It's not nobody else. I'm a single for all your kids. When I say this to 3 people, I would have had 9. But once again, I'll talk about that maybe on Friday. Which once again, I do all my tattoos for a reason. And my job, my gift, because everybody has their own spiritual gifts. Whatever you speak to dead people, music, poetry, whatever the fuck it is, but mine is to trigger people's feelings. That's my job and that's my gift. Because once again, to remind everybody, they're called your feelings, not mine. I was you. Now, all terminology, I respect your boundaries. Do you want to talk about your feelings? Whatever just triggered your type of situation. Nope, you don't have to. That is your choice if you will. But I'm going to give you a scenario. You say you want love, relationships. So the day you do get love in a relationship and your partner that you love, quote unquote, they ask you the same question I should ask you. What will you do to the person that you love? Crucify them? Build walls? Push them away? You need your space? Then you are the problem. You're not ready for love respectfully, you know? You know? So, that's the shit. It's you. That's it. This is your life. Do, once again, traditional ways, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you joyous. As long as you're not hurting people's feelings and bullying people being narcissistic, then that's okay. Because if you tell people the truth, no matter what, the truth is always going to hurt. You are ready for that. They are not. That's why if you know people come in your life and you always trigger them, be careful best as possible because everyone has their triggers. Red light, you're bothered. Yellow light, you're angered. On my tattoos. If they become triggered, they will hit the green light. The devil will come out of them and then it'll whoop your ass. Or off your dome type of situation. That's why you gotta be very careful who you tell people the truth with. For the most part, on the overall, squares and empathetic people, we can handle the truth or try to. It will potentially trigger us, but we'll talk about it best as possible. Research, ask questions. You know, maybe not the same day, but give it time. You know, circling zombies, especially zombies, they're emotional. All this bullshit, BPD, MPD. All zombies have all that bullshit because their god and their love is drugs I call pills. They're stuck on the physical trauma bond. The man-made bullshit drugs. Yes, you know, the drugs are fucking disease. It starts with a choice, or if it's just laced, then it becomes a disease, aka addiction. Only you can break it, but the downfall, you gotta taste of man-made bullshit. So that's why I do a lot of ones with zombies respectfully. At time scenario, like you're doing rehab, which also you're phenomenal. You're doing the healing journey, you're evolving, which is beautiful. But I'm in a scenario, the day you go through the breakup, and they go to cheat on you, can you handle that? That's rejection. And you know, once again, I comprehend addiction. I have no personal experience. So will you fall back to what you knew to numb the fuck up again so you run from these feelings? But you can run from it all you want, but when you sober up, remember this, they still broke up with you. They still ghosted you. That's the reality. And it sucks, I know, but that pain is not forever. If the person in the mirror allows it to be forever, it shall be forever. What? It's you. That's your pain, not my pain. I can't take it from you, you know? That's why, once again, this is your life. Respect me. I don't give a shit about anyone thinks about me. Respect. I'm very blunt. Once again, I said respectfully. Fuck all the universes, all these realms respectfully. If it triggers you, if the shoe fits, I'm talking about you. If it does, I'm not talking about you. You know, just empathetic people. All these circling zombies, respect. You have a lot of healing to do, so we don't really rock to the fullest. Only, once again, associates. If you allow me, people are your support team, potentially. And if you're not, once again, if you're not the toxic, and your environment's not too toxic, because I'm chilling with the whole universe you're chilling with, then I'll call you a friend. You know, we got this to the fullest as possible. I'm always there for you. Even if you're messing up, You did wrong again. Why? I don't know. Let's figure out together why you did wrong. So you try to do this again and again and again. Only you get the comprehension. On my side, I comprehend what you're doing, but I'm not forcing my ways upon you. You don't see what I see yet, yet, you know?
I'm tired of pick-me women tearing down other women before taking accountability for dating a disgusting man. So I'm out at dinner with my girlfriends the other night, right? I'm dressed how I always dress, sexy, confident, whatever you want to freaking call it. This couple walks in and her man cannot stop staring at me, like full-on gawking. I'm not engaging, no eye contact. He does not even exist to me. But I notice everything. I'm hypervigilant and they're sitting right beside us. It's hard not to notice. She obviously notices too, and I can see how uncomfortable it's making her, but instead of saying something to him, she looks at him and goes, "Aren't those tattoos so trashy?" And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is pick-me behavior 101. You would rather bond with a man by tearing down another woman than admit that your man is disrespecting you. Because if you were operating from self-worth, you wouldn't be worried about me. You'd be looking at your man who can't control himself in public. I mean, women don't compete for good men. They compete for male approval, even if it costs them their own dignity. I'm tired.
And that's facts, yo. That's why the term is called emotionally cheating. You cannot control your lust. It's so easy to test your fucking lust. Go to the gym. There's all the flesh. What's the number one? Welcome to life. Go to, the bikini booster stands. Go to the beach. There's all the lust in front of your face. If you're staring gawking at every man and woman like you've ever seen a man in your life, you cannot do monogamy A and B. You will always emotionally cheat and physically cheat. End of story. It doesn't matter believing in God, Buddha, the universe. No, God's not cheating. I'm blood. God's not a fuckboy, fuckgirl. You are. Why? Make that make sense. Respectfully. The devil put a gun in your head. That was your choice to fuck around. End of story. So as beings, before you know any relationship, test your shit. Go to the gym. All the eye candy universe, aka lust. Go to the bikini booster stands. Go to the beaches. All the fucking lust in front of your face. If you're staring at every man and woman, and like you've never seen a fucking man or woman in your life, you cannot do monogamy. You should be doing poly, open, benefit situationships. Nowadays, you're 25, you're friends, because both of you are scared of a title more on the man side, because the option, the bullshit, all that stupid, ignorant bullshit. And y'all claim God, your bio says God, Buddha, the universe, in situationships. Like, bruh, don't say God, don't say love, universe. You read the Bible. The Bible's not the issue, you're the issue. The person by your side is the issue. End of story. God got me. Yes, I know. Emotionally and spirit, yes, he does. Physically, how's that working out for you? For both of you, respectfully. So that's why, once again, stop checking other people. Check your partner. Or match it. Yo, if I have a partner scenario, I do this all the time with the potential to be, because I do this scenario with them. So I don't give a queen. I don't care. Once again, if you drop this line and they drop this line, right, as long as you're ready for love, then you're blessed. If not, you will destroy them. Because you think is not knowing. So let's say you have a partner, I tell you, babe, just to let you know, I don't give a shit if you look at guys. And let's say she responds like, which, once again, typically 9 times out of 10, you queens do respond this way. Well, I know of guys, but all I see is you. I don't see them. All I see is you. When they drop that line, said as a potential, she told me, all I see is you. I already know I'm blessed. I worked it myself. I'll cherish the fuck out of it to the fullest. Because I control my lust. She controls the lust. Cool. We go be blessed. We both see, yeah, she's beautiful, he's beautiful, pretty boys, but they don't got what we got. We blessed, On both sides, we control lust and the intent, on both sides, once again, to realize boundaries. Because it's funny, when you're single, nobody wants your ass, right? You gotta fucking love logic, but that's when God universe tests you. But then when you get a relationship, everybody fucking wants you. They're in your DMs, in the comments, like my last girlfriend, right? Oh, fuck, it was like, almost 4 years ago, and the month before, probably now, 4 years ago, right? But even prior to her, right? Single type of situation. Remember, this behind the screens, you potentially catch feelings, but control and protect the energy best possible, especially if you can handle rejection, because no one has to say yes to you. And they can say yes and still sell you a dream, and you met them at church to form you, right? So anyways, before my last girlfriend, and I get it traditional courting ways, like, the man shoots a shot, the man gets, whatever. Like, tell queens, I've said my life many times, queens, don't be shy to shoot your shot, as long as you're ready for a relationship, as long as you're doing this healing journey, to form you, because I don't deal with toxicity. I work to myself, right? I won't ever do that shit again, respectfully. So, no one really shot the shot. They make comments on all these platforms, etc. Even in Seattle, face-to-face type of situation. Some queens are, yes, they're introverted, I get it, right? But anyways, my last girlfriend, she shot a shot. We talked for 8 hours, boom, clicked, everything was good. It was a good, deep-ass conversation. In 8 hours, badass conversation. Because I worked on myself, she worked on herself, healing journey, quote-unquote, right? So then I announced that we're an official couple, her side and my side. So she lost male followers. I lost hella queens on my side and followers, TikTok, Facebook, IG, etc. in the DMs. Like, I liked you all this times. Now the queen, they want you to open your mouth respectfully. Like, it's not, it's not Jesus time, it's 2020. Well, then it was like 2022 times, but I mean, yeah, 23 times, right? So now, what do you want to do now that you're expressing your feelings? I'm about my girl. What do you want to break up with her to give with you? Respectfully, no. Like, learn from this. Next potential to be your life, you know. I get it. Traditional ways, the man shoots the shot. Yo, it's 2022 times, man. Don't be shy. But once again, to foreign everybody out there, you can shoot your shot, right? But can you handle rejection? And if you can't rejection, yo, just stay there and observe people's energy. You know, see future in a positive manner. See if you're compatible. That's what I do. That's what everything is about energy. I don't have to know you as a physical being. I know energy. For example, social media. Can you set me up in the DMs, right? And they say, hey, cute or whatever. Can you love your energy? I love what you're talking about, right? So I already know potentially it's either platonic love or maybe they have interest. So what do? You do speed dating behind the screen. I go to her platforms because typically for the most part, nowadays when you open a platform, say open a Facebook, it's gonna ask you, hey, do you want to interlink Twitter, TikTok, blah blah. Yeah, you interlink it. So I'm gonna go to all her platforms. What am I observing? I want to see what she's posting, what she's talking about. Respectfully, a lot of queens out there, right? Their bio says God, Buddha, the universe, right? Positive, cool. And then when I go to what she's posting about, a lot more selfie queens, respect, I say that. And I see is less. When I see a lot of selfie queens, I just see flesh, less. I just think toxic love and lust. You know, temporary stuff, not, you know, long-term type of situation, you know? Because once again, yes, there's no such thing as man versus woman, especially inside the universe. Everyone's after the women, straight, gay, trans type of situation. She's got options, but situation, you can pull them, right? But can you keep them? Can they keep you? Will it be love or toxic love? If that's Japanese to you, you have a lot of healing to do respectfully wise, you know? And that's for everybody out there. For rejection, can you handle rejection? And this is a good subject. I love the part of rejection, right? So for the most part, a lot of boys, remember, the boys get triggered and shit because they can't handle rejection, because they try, etc. wise. That's a red flag to the fullest. On top of that, there's potential. They're jealous, right? A potential, not your boyfriend. And they're jealous because you're talking to the guy. And queens, remember this, guys. Nowadays, like, it's not like 1990 time, 1980 time, where you can say that's just a friend. That terminology, that's just a friend. Cool. The conversation stops there. The researching, digging stops there. Nowadays, you say, yo, that's just a friend. No, that's more than a friend. That's what we think nowadays, terminology-wise. So say names. Oh, I'm talking to John, I'm talking to Maria. Yeah, say a name is less altercations for the most part. Oh, yeah, who's that? Oh, it's my coworker Maria, so on and so on. If you say that's just a friend, they're going to think that's more than just a friend. They'll forewarn you. You're done to comprehend that, right? So anyway, there was a queen on TikTok about like 3 months ago. I've been knowing her on TikTok for about 4 years now, right? She comes and goes type of situation. She's cool. But respectfully, you know, I'm from the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. I didn't fall to the streets, right? Like my family and friends, that type of situation. You know, once again, like I live in the hoods back home, East Washington, but I'm not in it. You won't ever see me at the bars, clubs, house parties, nor the fucking streets. Nobody that lives in the ghetto hoods can't say that corny ass line. Wrong place at the wrong time. No, look, yo. Everyday bugger, your home can be beautiful. You love your parents, all your empathetic family, loving family. Yeah, you go to school, you get bullied and bullshit. But before you get to school, you open the fucking door, look at the area. Like me, I'm in Seattle. Downtown the north side, for the most part, the suburbs, good areas, heaven on earth. Downtown the south side, hell on earth. It's the ghetto hoods. You do have nice areas. For 5 10 minutes, now you're back in the block. Every which way. So why would I be in the south side respectfully? If I do go down the south side, I go in and I go out. You only see me for too much respect. Especially with my tattoos, I get way too much attention. They're brown, black with tattoos. I'm brown with tattoos. They think I'm about the life. I'm not about the life. They're about the life. Here we go. No, thank you. I go in and fucking out in the suburbs. They were about me. They think 10 kilo prison tattoos until they start speaking to me. You know, oh, you look deceiving. Oh, yeah. You know, you hear that shit all the time. Does it bother you? Nah. Yo, king, queen, minister, don't even know you're speaking to me because of my tattoos. If I didn't have another tattoos on my body, you potentially, like, you know, how you say what's up, platonic friendship type of situation, that's it. Maybe a small conversation, but we're speaking to each other because of my tattoos. I did all the tattoos for validation. No, it's for attention. It's not for validation at all, you know. So, which I'm gonna call it. So, anyways, So we're talking about rejection, right? And she was like, I won't say her name out here, right? Because I reached out to her. She said, she hasn't responded back because nobody has to respond. But I told y'all I would love to talk about that conversation about rejection, because you made a comment, but then you had to get off the live session type of situation, right? So here's the kicker, right? For the most part, a lot of men can handle rejection. It hurts them, right? Hurts legal type of situation, the pop off, etc. So you queens, especially in the ghetto hoods, in the suburbs to a certain extent, right? Especially at the bars, clubhouse parties, more on the male side, you gotta be careful with that, because especially the drinking and high and bullshit, you gotta use terminology. You can say some other shit to kind of like, deflect the situation and avoid them, but they're zombies right now. You say no to them, it triggers them, they're fucking cussing the fuck out or whooping your ass type of situation. Be careful, But anyways, like I told her about the rejection part, and she's like, well, how we doing? I do scenarios, not factual. It's an idea concept, right? And I was like, so, you reject guys? Yeah, reject them type of situation. Cool, I get it. That's it. So let's say, it triggers them. Yes, they pop up, etc. I get it. Scenario, let's say you shoot your shot, right? And let's say he says no. She's like, what? What do you mean? It's a scenario, it's not factual. Let's say you like a guy, right? He gets your attention, and you shoot your shot to him. I know typically the queen and the king do it to you, that type of situation, but keep it simple, right? Let's switch it up. You like a guy, you shoot your shot, and he says no. How would you take that? How would you react? And she's like, I love this fucking her comment. She's like, he's gay. And then she had to get out of the live session, right? What I wanted to ask, which once again, she hasn't reached out again. So, because I wanted to, me as a being out of this conversation, right? Because I always go deep about it. So the scenario, let's say she was here and she said a comment, cool, queen, I'll make a scenario for you, okay? So let's say I'm the guy, right? So you shot your shot to I said no, and then you call me gay. Scenario, now I shoot my shot to you, and you tell me no, I'm gonna call you a lesbian. I won't match energy. Will I hurt your feelings? Okay, remember this, guys. Know how to say yes. And if they do say yes, are they gonna sell you a dream, toxic love, act nice, not be nice, or actually offer love? Be empathetic. I tell queens all the time, yo queen, I'm gonna tell you a sentence, and that do you comprehend this? If not, I pray for you. Go for it. I can act nice, be narcissistic, or I can be nice, be empathetic. Do you know what that means? No, I pray for you. I could destroy you if I wanted to, man. Especially you become trauma bonded emotionally, spiritually. My tattoos, I become a slave master. I say fuck your feelings. If I want to be a fuck boy, and you become a slave, and you want to tell me fuck my feelings, that's wrong. It's a sin, right? I am toxic love, and you are love. I'm forewarning you. These boys behind me, they don't want to say shit out. They don't any of this conversation. No one really talks about this for the most part. They'll mention it. I emphasize the fuck out of it, because it's the person by your side. That's what I preach, like Buddha taught, mind and body, and the person by your side. I add to it, because obviously different time and different generations. Maybe in Buddha's times there was maybe toxic relationships, but it wasn't too bad for the most part. Nowadays it's a fucking bloodbath. There's so many options out there. But once they get the car, the fuck out. How can you say you want love, monogamy, quote unquote, but you have all these options? Just in case it doesn't work out, Rito, I got fucking C to Z parties on every platform. And then for the time being, if you can reach out to him, hey, I'm gonna stop talking to you. I'm talking to Rito. I'm gonna get my energy to him. But just to let you know, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna come back to you guys. Yeah, don't say love. Don't say God, the universe, respectfully. You're not ready for monogamy. My situation is potential to be. That's how I'm talking to type of situation. Any female tries to hit me up, yo, queen, shit out. Like, I'm talking to potential, and just keep platonic, and that's it. And then allow them to get triggered type of situation. Well, I liked you. You're opening your mouth after the fact. Learn from the situation. You can block me, hate me after this conversation. But next time you like somebody, don't be shy to shoot your shot. On top of that, research. And this is called rejection. On top of that, realize boundaries type of situation. You don't have to respect them. That's your choice for will. But if you keep passing boundaries, I'll just block you. Just because of that, what? There's a potential type of situation. I'll put my energy in her, and that's it. Respectfully, We give you platonic, allow us to keep and control your feelings on your side. If not, you have a lot of healing to do. Once again, hurt people, heal people. We got it for warning, so you don't fall on your face and you don't self-sabotage your life. Because not knowing, like TikTok says, which is very beautiful, you allow it to happen to you. I add to it, because it's very tricky. What do you mean I allow it to happen? Because you don't know this conversation, not knowing. That's what I add to it. I might even get it on me. So I want to get cheated on. No, you did it, but you don't know what your ex-exes, you don't know the red flags with them. The boundaries, what you accepted, which I don't like the word, to accept people to compromise. If you both talk about it, sure. two-sided relationship, right? Potentials to be. If it's one-sided, it's not gonna work in your favor because you would do the butt lines. I love everything but Rito, but he's jealous, but he's controlling, but he spends too much energy on the cell phone, but those butt lines will eat her up. And then she doesn't want to be mean to me because she want to hurt my feelings, but she'll try everybody and the mother. Like let's say they give a comment, yo, you and Rito are a power couple, you guys, lovey-dovey and bullshit. And she, oh, thank you, but the only thing about Rito, he's jealous. Whatever the butt line is, but she once again, she always tells everybody and the mother but me. And that's what I tell people, do not accept people in life. Do not sell them a dream. Because some people in the beginning, they'll be, oh, am I jealous? Whatever the situation is, but down the line, you see the red flags, they actually are low-key jealous. Whatever, racist, bully, whatever the fuck it is. That aches you, it bothers you. Then why are you wasting your lifetime feelings? And analogy, metaphor, not physically, guys. I'm going to tell on me. I'm not even a poet. I said this with my first baby mom, like, 25 years ago or something, 26 years ago, actually. Whatchamacallit. It's better to die today and tomorrow. Not physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. A 10-day breakup is better than a 20-day breakup, and so on and so on. The longer you are with an individual, the more it's going to hurt you. You're both going to get hurt, yes, but the one that gets hurt the most is the empathetic person, typically the queens, because you stay for too long, and you gave me 1,000 chances. That's how it comes all the time. That one day, you will do that one day. I just can't tell you when. I'm not God of the universe. What? You will give me 1,000 chances. I know you will. Like I did with my first baby moms and my second baby mom's mother boy, she gave by. But the sooner the better. What? The sooner the better. I promise you that. Yes, it's not hurt, but it's a blessing in disguise. That pain you're going through is not forever. If the person in the mirror allowed to be forever, it shall be forever. What? I cannot take your pain from you. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not the universe. I don't have that power. Scenario, even if I did, I still wouldn't take it from you. Because I do my one-on-ones right here, especially here in Seattle. Like, what do you mean? So you're trying to tell me if you had God's power, unified, and you could take my pain from me, you want to take it from me? Yeah, why? Beautiful question. I love questions. Because scenario, if I took your pain, right, from you, and the next day or the same day, you love the universe, God, Buddha, whatever, right? You're happy as fuck again, right? But you never comprehended why what you went through type of situation. You never let go. I promise you 1,000, somebody will sell you a dream and will come in your life and destroy you once again. And you're going to reach out to me. Yo, Rito, can you do it for me again? That's why the Bible, Jesus talk. Now I comprehend the line when Jesus would do his little miracles that he would tell people, don't tell nobody that did a miracle. Well, why? Because if you do tell people that I did this miracle for you, right, they will all come here, just only for the miracle, not to hear, my Father's prayer, God's prayer at all. They're not here for the message. That's beautiful as fuck, man. That's why we're blessed not to have that power. In scenario, even if I could, I wouldn't take it from nobody. I tell my kids, I wouldn't take it from you. Yo, you gotta feel your feelings to comprehend to evolve in life. You're the only one can let go. When you do comprehension, then you evolve, Oh, thank you for the gifts, Brad. Thank you, I was it for one once again. No one to comprehend that, just to pay it forward every which way. Thank you, Queen.
If I was Mitch in Mitch's shoes, I would also have thought, is this the guy that's making her do drugs? Because I don't want to imagine that she does them on her own, because then it might be on me. I might have done something wrong. Because, it's not the case. It's just addiction. It's how it is. We were, for a while, close. In a sense, we chatted. I'll be honest, before Back to Black, I saw Mitch maybe twice. After Back to Black, I saw him. After it released, I saw him, 5-6 times a week. It was,
all the
he
time.
was a lot more involved. Yeah, and we had a relationship. We were friends to some extent. Obviously, it was my father-in-law, and we had a dialogue. He knew I wanted Amy to be clean at that stage. I rang him up one day. We used to call each other. I used to call him quite a bit, and he was completely different, just a different person with me. I would like it if he would acknowledge that I loved Amy, that she loved me. I know he knows it, but I think it's painful still for him to say it, because I think it opens up a possibility of, if you can't blame that person for your daughter not being there, what does that leave you with? I'm asking him to forgive me in a sense of I wasn't responsible and had foresight as a young addict into thinking what the future may hold with that. If I was me...
And that clip right there, respect and say this is my job and give to people's feelings, right? So every clip that I put up there, remember, that's not my clip. That's not me speaking. I'm not interviewing nobody. Why is right? So, but every clip that I borrow says hashtag feelings, hashtag the healing journey. If there's keywords like that one, when it's zombies, it says zombies addiction. So that's Amy Winehouse. She passed away. I think like it's been a minute. I think like 15 years ago, I believe. Don't quote me now, right? And that's her husband, right? He was locked up when she passed away, type of situation, because she's an OD type of situation. But respect when I say this, like respect when I say I know it's a triggering subject, triggering comments type of situation. But I'm blood. Like I don't want people to be in the healing journey forever. I don't want people to accept people by their side forever. And respect when I say this, because that is your belief, but it's not factual. Because if I was you would pray about manifest that one day God, the universe, will wake up your partner, and they will love you like you love them. Respect, that's not factual. Because God gave everybody the same two gifts every day above ground to this day. Choice of free will. So if two zombies together is a bloodbath type of situation, you know? And it's not gonna get better. One could do rehab and vice versa. It's triggers. If y'all get triggered, you don't want to feel his feelings, you're gonna go back to what you know. For example, rest in peace to my brother. And that's why, once again, this our conversation, which to pray for everybody out there, like when you do this, you know, in life in general, if you have siblings, right? And your parents and the house was toxic. My situation, deadass, when I graduated, I fucking ran. Dead the fuck out. The opportunity to leave Houston, Washington. My buddies in Seattle, fuck it. Take a leap of faith type of situation, right? But I didn't look back. I'll visit my family here and there, but I wasn't, my pops, you know, mom's the situation, my pops the way he is type of situation. But I respect you, because I had no real support team back in the day. I barely started speaking like this at 39, 18, I just turned 45. Prior to that, just in a journey. Leaving God, yeah. I comprehend the situation now, right? So, I didn't, my sibling type of situation, like whatever they're doing with my pops, I wasn't there, you know. And now I'm in Seattle, starting a new life, and starting my little family type of situation. And my brother's like, you know, because, once again, we try to say this, like, your siblings, quote unquote, they can blame you, which is called deflection, projection, gas and manipulation wise, that, you know, like him, because you left me, you left us, you moved to Seattle, and that's why I started doing drugs, you know. You know how hard that was. I'm like, you can blame me for the situation, but yo, I moved to Seattle. I didn't expect to start a family and a relationship, but I did. But you got your life type of situation, you'll figure it out. But once again, all this conversation, journeys, both sides, all the family, no healing, no one's on a healing journey. Go to church. Church is not the issue. The Bible's not the issue. God, we as beings are the issue, right? So, like, you know, he taught me this shit. Hey, I'm gonna ask you some questions about some words and tell me what you feel, what you think about. I was like, bet, go for it. He's all like, you know, cocaine. I was like, booger sugar. And he starts laughing, you know, like, you know, ice, which is basically, you know, meth. Brown, heroin. Blues, I believe they're pills and shit. Foils, I'm like, I know they're drugs, but I don't, if I want to research what that shit is, but I don't care. It's a drug. What about it? And ask me the same question. Ask me the same question. And I did. Cocaine. He's like, every time he asked me the question, in my mind, my mouth waters. I have so much memories of doing all that shit, the highs, the lows, everything, with everything. You don't. That's badass. You don't. Now you go tell me, yeah, I moved to Seattle from big cities. What the fuck? What are buying drugs in Seattle, big cities? You mention drugs, everybody puts the drugs on the fucking table. Fucking, you know, a fucking buffet. Choose your flavor. But the foreign people, you want to fuck with that bullshit? Go for it. Go become a zombie. You're in control? Really? You're in control? All my tattoos. Whatever your man-made addiction is. You have all sorts of addiction, but the worst addiction is the physical trombone, which is what? Drugs, alcohol, pills. Some of my tattoo says, which I bet you make sure the hoodies, it says, you know, the bottle doesn't need you. You need the bottle. All capital letters. You need the bottle. Why? Respectfully, you know, what? No drug in the universe wakes up. The bottle is, you know, let's say scenario, the bottle is a Budweiser, and it wakes up. You know what? Today I'm depressed. I'm bitter, hateful. I'm gonna buy a Rito and get buzzed, get drunk. Nothing matters to foreign people. Nothing matters. Casual drinking, casual marijuana, casual psychedelic, casual here and there. You know, a beer a day, cool. You do a small buzz, you chilling, but not to the point you're blacking out. You know, you're fucking so high on shit that, yes, I beat a lot of zombies. I've heard everything. As for the God, the universe, I have a whole family. Yeah. In the spiritual realm, I believe you, sure, but physically, now you're high, your drugness high goes away. Now you're sober, back to reality. The physical fucking body. Now what? Hey, what's up, Mama? How you doing? What's your skeleton? How you doing, Mama? Tell me. What's your mother? Respectfully wise, that's how my tattoos for a reason, you know, to pay it forward, you know, and that's the shitty part. That's why you give yourself grief, you know. I say grief. Give yourself grace. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Give yourself grace when it comes to your personal family. You didn't know. My parents should have taught me better. How can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? Make that make sense? They're stuck on what? Probably to this day, the generational cycle. You're breaking it, and you do it for yourself if you can pay it forward. I highly recommend it, which I'm doing, been doing, right? But to one, you know, to comprehend you. And when it comes to your family, if you can drop words or sentences potential wise, like a phrase to get their attention, don't force your ways. It's like, for example, like Johnny Chang says, you know, religious talk. They ask him, how do I preach the Bible to my family and friends? He's like, you just don't. You know, you can mention it, but just don't. You know, until they spark interest, and you know, like they see you change your ways type of situation. Like I did. All my buddies, gang my fields and shit. We still talk type of situation, and they never asked me about Jesus until you know I never taught them the Bible. None of that stuff. They just saw me, I was changing my ways, my life type of situation, and then to start observing it, and that's when I started making comments, asking questions. If I never had, I'll just throw them a little here, a little there type of situation. Then potentially with your family and friends, you can have these conversations. If not, respectfully, majority of families or parents, members, when it comes to our parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, their minds are pretty much set. Respectfully, and it sucks to say, but it's factual. They're probably gonna just die like that, and it sucks. You know, that's why you do closure for yourself, have compassion for them, and if you have, you know, definitely pay it forward. Especially if you have little ones, teach them to not become to talk to family. You know, and obviously all your family talk to your, you know, your kiddos. Your dad's crazy, your mom's crazy, all this shit. My kids hear all that shit all the time. You know, the mom tell your dad's crazy. There's more tattoos. Dad, how we get tattoos? Bobby, they're for you. Mommy, they're for you guys. All these tattoos are for you guys. No school teaches this shit. I want to go to college. You're telling for college yet? To maybe be a counselor therapist, but even them professionals, man, make it. This conversation, they make it $110 a fucking hour. They can't even tell this conversation because they don't know. Respectfully, you know, but respectfully, they have all these clients and they can't put pieces together like a puzzle, which I do with all my one-on-ones. This is my personal story. That's not my story. It's a one-on-one. He or she, you know, I won't say names out here. If let's say scenario, I know of them or we're still talking to them, and you're going through it. Oh, check it out. I have a buddy out here. I won't say names at all, but guess what? Your story is very similar to theirs. I respect your boundaries and their boundaries. Let me get hold of them and reach out to them, and maybe y'all can link the fuck up and do this. I don't want to misquote them because that is not my story. That is their story. But it's when you talk, when you started talking about it, I just thought about them. So let's do all of us a favor, and then if I can be involved with you guys' little conversation, because I just sit and observe. Once again, me as a being, I'm healed. I let everybody go. Like once again, counseling therapy talk. They'll say that corny ass language. I believe they do to trigger people and to put fear in you. The healing journey doesn't ever end. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong process. If you want to believe that and comprehend that, I'm the one with all my tattoos to put a knife in your heart and your mind. That means to trigger you guys, right? My tattoo. That means for the rest of your life, to your last day in breath, does not matter how many real support teams you have, how much therapy counts, how much Skittles, aka pills you take for your ADHD, BPD, depression, all that man-made bullshit, right? You will always have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger. You won't ever let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. You'll always have triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma, and the cherry fucking top, insomnia, to your last dying breath. If you want to comprehend that, I pray for you. I became healed almost 6 years ago. I let everybody go. I tell my tattoos for a reason. But I can always learn from others. You can never have enough knowledge and wisdom. I love to hear people's stories, especially the healing journey. You got my attention. I would love to hear your story. I want to see where your mind is at. That's why I keep it simple. But I'm going to tell on me to make it black and white for everybody out there. I date your mind as an associate, friendship, especially as a partnership, because I date your mind. Your mind tells your mouth to move and have a conversation with me physically or behind a screen. Your mind tells your fingertips to message me. End of story, black and white. I don't care about nothing man-made. If you want to talk about man-made things but you're depressed, I'm going to ask you why. King, queen, why do you want to talk about your job? The church's not depressed, nor is your job. You can be stressful, yes, and people bully at church, yes, but everyone's traumatized. So let's try to focus more on you. What are you going to do about your depression? You can take your pills, take your Skittles, do that shit. Numb the fuck up, run for your feelings. You maintain, but you don't want to feel your feelings because you're scared to feel your feelings. I know it's scary, trust, man, but I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, you'll have to. I'm always going to check on your type of situation. I just want to evolve for yourself. And also all the young kids, I tell them all the time, yo, I know you feel like you're doing good, but you're beating me. What do you mean I'm beating you? I'm going through a breakup, I'm getting destroyed. Yes, but do you have kids? No. Like, you know, when I'm hung with Maddie, she's 25, going on 26. I met her on TikTok. To me, she's fucking famous. Dead the fuck out. She's viral. All that great shit. Man, her own podcast. Badass people on her podcast. I'm like, dude, like, you got these people on your podcast? To me, you're famous, you know? I'm just a little person. I won't ever stop, you know? I go, you're doing good. Yo, I remind her every year, yo, remember this. I started having my first kid, I was almost 21 years old. I was my first baby mom, because that's my number is 12 and 7. First baby mom's 12 years too long, 3 daughters deep. Second baby mom's mother boys, 7 years together, 5 boys, 4 by blood and my stepson, right? 7 years too long till she walked away. So that's why I put fear in everybody on my one-on-ones. Yo, you ready to do 12 years? Why 12? Because my first baby moms. But first we'll start with 7. Second baby mom, the mother of boys. We do co-parenting. So we'll do 7 after 7 years. But I spoke to you a year ago, right? Now it's been 7 years. Now you're still with her? Are you still with him? Yo, you got 5 more, you do 12? Fuck that. Yo, you said you said that 7 years ago. And now you're still with them. This is called the worst addiction. Emotional spiritual, that trauma bomb, that one sucks. Because in your head, you believe you need them. You feel like you're guilty for leaving them. I keep it simple, black and white. You don't have to comprehend this. I tell queens all the time, to remind you that is not your kid. Even if you have kids together, that's not your kid. That's an adult, quote unquote. But here's the kicker. I know it's easy said and done. I make it sound so fucking easy. I worked on myself. I let everybody go. But go through that door. Don't ever look back. That's not your kid. Stop being his mother, his father, his probation tired. His probation officer, his fucking babysitter. Let him fuck up. That is not your kid at all. Those kids right there, that's your guys' kids. This is easy said and done, but try to do co-parenting. Am I going to trigger him to the point he becomes a deadbeat father? So be it. It's going to be hard. Yes, it is. But reach out for help. We support him. I'm here for you. But remember, to tell everybody behind the screen, face-to-face in Seattle, I'm only one person. I'm only one person, guys. I can't do this for everybody. But if you want to scope up the podcast, eventually when I catch up with myself, you know, on all majority of these platforms, Coach Reader Podcast. Keep it simple as fuck. Spotify, YouTube. I'm a broken record. This is all I talk about. You know, I play these clips for you guys. This is all for you guys. I'm just paying it forward for you guys, especially you empathetic queens. A lot of you are love. You just forgot that because you got destroyed like I did. Because the people that destroy the fuck out of you are your part of their side. That's the worst people that hurt you, especially when you have kids. Cause that becomes hella hard, you know. Because now when you work on yourself, you comprehend why it failed. You let everybody go like, fuck, I wish I could have my family back, but it's over. That's the shitty part, guys. Like, can you potentially go back with your ex, your baby mom, your baby father, ex-husband, ex-wife? Potentially, if you are doing your healing journey, sure, and they're doing theirs, then maybe potentially you can try this again. I really don't recommend it, honestly, wise, but remember this, that's between you two. You're adults, quote unquote. And if it's not gonna work out, then it's better to squash it again. Because you don't want to see your kids, you guys going fucking in and out of their lives multiple times. And you try to teach your kids, hey, I try with your moms, your dad. We were both doing the healing journey, but it's still the same thing. We still have our traumas and bullshit. That's why the intent is to let go of each other's past. When you do that, potentially you can move forward and maybe do this. If not, do what I do. I have love for the mother of our boys, platonic love. We have better friends in the partnership because I didn't cherish her and vice versa. But here's the kicker. Like, that's why I love my real support team. They taught me this situation before I get out of here because I'm tired. I'm passing out on you guys. Whatchamacallit, you know, your ex-exes, you know, how'd you meet them? What were you doing in life? What were they doing in life? Like, why does that matter? It matters every which way. Were you doing a healing journey? What are you doing now? It's called a healing journey. You're trying to feel your feelings, all that good stuff, right? That's called a healing journey. So, whatchamacallit? What's going on here? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Somebody's bored. This is downtown Seattle. Seattle, Washington, wise. It's funny, there's the Ballard Bridge right here. It's only like 30 miles an hour. You got like a little bit of pavement and then a bunch of metal grading and shit. And people be ripping down the road. I'm like, dude, man, you get popped by cherries and berries, aka, you know, Captain Crunch, the police. So they report you, wipe the fuck out. That's the bridge right there, man. But people are wild to each their own type of situation, you know? But yeah, anyways, let me play another clip, guys, and I'm out of here. I'm tired. Passing out on you guys. And once again, do this for you guys, not for myself, because I'm blessed. As a being, I want you guys to become blessed, learn to love you, and be blessed with you. And yes, trust. It'd be nice to have a companion, a partner. But to forewarn you, when you start doing this healing journey, especially more awakening woke journey, your energy becomes too strong, and a lot of people will push away. My situation for the last, I've been single for almost 4 years now, right? 2 potentials, but once again, it didn't work out because the first one, respectfully, not knowing, I didn't ask questions, but I do observe, she was a zombie. That's why we still talk here and there. And, she thought I was making fun of her. Like, no, I talk about that anyway, the zombie. Like, I won't be involved with you. Like, as a partner, that's all respect. Just to have you come in my life and say, hey, guys, this is my girlfriend, to my 8 kids and co-parenting. No, they'd be like, yo, Mr. Positive, Mr. Coach, quote unquote, what are you doing with the zombie? She's alcoholic. She's a meth head. What the fuck? Like, you can be with her, but she can't be around our kids. And I told her, how would you react to that scenario? Is not factual. If that was to happen, and my ex or hubby told us, face to face, yo, you can't be around our kids. If that hurt your feelings, that's factual. That's what I tell potential to be. I'm here to sell you a dream. You date me, my 8 kids, co-parent the best as possible. I'm not being toxicity in my life at all, respectfully. If I was you, if I was you, I don't recommend it. But if you're a zombie, and that's an addiction, they date zombies like you. I don't recommend it. Be a bloodbath every which way, Or start your healing journey, detox, go to rehab, do all that shit, and then get your life back. But for one, everybody out there, you can do rehab all you want, which is cool, A for effort. But the day that something happens in your life, especially the person by your side, because that's the worst, the rejection part, right? Then what? Or someone passed away. Remember, that's the physical part. They're not here anymore. That's called the grieving journey. So that's called death. They're not physically here anymore. But the physical beings that they push you away, they block you, said otherwise, that's the other grieving journey. They're not dead, but emotionally, spiritually, they moved away. They blocked the type of situation where you run back to what you know. What is that called? Pill. Numb the fuck up. Yeah, I comprehend it. Numb the fuck up. Numb the fuck. It makes you feel good, but that is, once again, happiness. The dopamine high is temporary bullshit. Joy is forever. Love. So, but yeah, let me play this clip real fast. And this guy's young. He's got to be I don't know, either junior or senior high school, not a freshman in college, babyface type of situation, right?
Have you ever been in love? I don't think so. I think it was just more not an obsession, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain love. I'm not sure if I've truly felt love. Love to me, I think it's more of it's like you feel at peace with that person. You feel like you can be yourself and there's no changes in your attitude or just the way you are as a person. You can be 100% yourself with that person. Have you ever been in love?
And once again, I tell my 8 kids, yo, all your minds together, tell them what love is to you, and they stay quiet. They elaborate a little bit, you're nice to each other, you're good with each other. Yeah, that's cool, it's feelings, but do you comprehend your feelings? To forewarn you, hey, what's up, how you doing? How's it going? To forewarn you, they can cheat on you, ghost you, your generation, the cell phone, emotional cheating, your friends past boundaries, all that bloodbath bullshit. And now what? I tell one of my boys, I could tell, he was cool, that he was down, we talked about it a little bit, but he won't talk. I go, yo, Bobby, how was you? I'm trying to tell you, this love thing, you're too young for this. You don't know this. All you middle school, high schoolers don't know what love is. God's not the issue. Especially you got the V card, the Virgin card. For all you virgins out there, knowledge and metaphor, I pay it forward. Because no one taught me this shit to forewarn you, don't to comprehend. Once again, knowledge and metaphor is not factual. When you use your V card, the Virgin card, to whomever it is, first and foremost, the idea of their V card, the Virgin, right? And on top of that, they're a square like you. You're an empathetic person. They're an empathetic person. Potentially, maybe you have a better outcome. If you're like I was my first baby mom's, I'm a square, empathetic person, loving person. Not knowing the terminology at all, right? And she, once again, was a Catholic Christian, her situation, Catholic Christian also, but we're both in the streets, but I didn't fall to the streets. She fell to the streets, so her family, all that bloodbath bullshit, right? So, she's a circle narcissistic. She's toxic love. So now, your metaphor, you got the V card, the Virgin card. In your eyes, that is your God and that is your love. All you see is them, literally. And if you do opposite like I did, I stayed 12 years too long. 2 daughters deep till I finally walked the fuck away. 12 years too fucking long. It shouldn't have happened, but here's the kicker. Nobody taught me this. That's what Sarah spent all the time. None of my family from Washington State down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland. None. Zero. Fucking zero. Nothing against. They don't know this conversation. They won't ever know this conversation until they start the healing journey. That's what my family all the time. All my tattoos, it's a map to life. Nothing against the Bible, but it's a modern day Bible about mental health. It's straight to the fucking point. Straight to the point. To keep it black and white. That's why people in Seattle like, yo, Does that say slave masters? Like, yeah. Does it say fuck your feelings? Correct. Now read the other side. Slave. Sir, miss, when you read that and you know now you're hearing it, we were talking about it. What do you think of man-made slavery? Suppose once again, the man-made slavery bullshit. Legally, it died many years ago, right? No, slavery never died. What do you mean it never died? Scenario, not factual. Let's say I'm your boyfriend, right? You're my girlfriend. Not factual scenario, right? And we both believe in God. We both go to church, right? But I'm emotionally cheating, and then emotionally and spiritually abusive. I'm physically abusive. I'm a fuck boy. So I'm your slave master. And you're my, and then I say fuck your feelings, and you're my slave. You won't match my energy, right? You won't say fuck my feelings, because you feel guilty, wrong to sin, right? But I'm doing it wrong. So that's I'm gonna tell back next week. You know, on the bottom of the cross tattoo, it's gonna say to call everybody out. It's gonna say everything starts from home behind closed doors. Who is the slave master? Dash says. Who is the slave? Dash says. Everything starts from home behind closed doors. So typically 9 times out of 10. The male, the father, more narcissistic, right? So the mother's typically more empathetic wise. So your father's whooping your ass. I'm telling you, whooping your mom's ass, right? Talking shit. Then potentially a zombie, alcoholic, an addict type of situation. And you kids, now you're getting your ass kicked, but he loves all you guys and you go to church. Fucking, what I say, a feral hypocrite type of situation. So your father's a slave master, and your mom and your kids, you're the fucking slaves. Slavery never died to this day. Only you can stop it for yourself. End the story, respectfully. That's why I'm a tattoos, blunt, straight to the point. No years of counseling, therapy, healing journey. I don't want you guys to do years upon years, but remember this: the healing journey is at your own pace. It is not a race, no marathon. A lot of us out of ourselves, like I did. I'm healing. I'm evolving. I let everybody go. My support team, or your support team, tell me like, you can verbalize that, but you know when it's factual. And you test yourself with your, especially your ex-exes and your parents, because that's child trauma, and whoever else hurt you, right? Like because when your ex type of situation, you can say I let them go, moved on. Cool. Can you talk to them? What can you have another conversation without getting your feelings, triggers on bullshit? You know, we can try again, none of that stuff. Nah, then I can't do that. Then you can verbalize you let go, but you haven't let go. You haven't got closure for yourself. Once you can let go, like my situation, we do co-parenting, my family. Some friends and bullshit, more associates wise. You go to their crib and you sleep over there, yeah. And they're funny in your face, yeah, they're lovey-dovey and shit. I'm happy for them. Joyous as fuck, you know. I pray they're doing good on the overall, but, you know, they moved on. She moved on, they moved on. That's totally cool. It's called co-parenting. My family friend, fuck, I can't do that. You can't do that for now. For now. It's, yes, co-parenting is easier said and done. Every which way. That's why real support teams help a lot. That's why it evolved so fast. Not because my family respected nothing is my family. My friends then, now they're associates. No, they didn't know this conversation. I had 10 people, 10 light workers for 88 days. Almost 6 years ago. I'm May 3rd. This should be 6-year anniversary of my situation. I might even do a TikTok, which probably trigger a lot of people. Because I've been saying this for years, right? But I haven't done it yet. Because I know it's trigger people. Because people, when I made this comment, especially like the cover letter or the TikTok, they put on my platforms, right? And I'm 6 years sober, and people think, well, here's sobriety. What do you think of? Zombies, drugs, alcohol, pills, addicts, and bullshit. No, I'm 6 years sober from a toxic love, broken, coded relationships. I don't need people. I want people. I know the door's right there. I can leave whenever I want to. You know, if I want to do that TikTok, and you know, be like, hey, what do you guys think? Addiction, zombies, bullshit, drugs, alcohol, pills. No, respect for trigger people. My tattoos for a reason. I didn't become weak. Everyone's guaranteed to hit rock bottom. When you hit rock bottom, that's when you become weak, respectfully, and you fall to man-made bullshit. That becomes your God and your love. Respectfully, like I told my brother, you know, talking about his baby moms, can't see the kids, the family. I go, bro, I love you. You said it, but here's the kicker. That blues and shit, you're full of all. I know it's a drug. I don't care to research the bullshit, but every time you smoke that shit, do that bullshit, that's your baby moms, that's your kid, that's us. Until you get that go, maybe potentially you can get your baby moms and family back. And us, potentially wise. But for the time being, it's not going to work in your favor. And rest in peace to my brother. He said, that's why I love you. You don't want to keep it 100 with me. I'm like, what do you want to do? Sell you a dream? Telling you you're doing good. You're fucking up, and that's respectfully. But I'm here for you, best as possible. But remember this, both of us on a journey. Rest in peace to my brother. No healing journey. When I say this comment, I'm not saying I could have saved my brother at all. But if I knew if did not exist, that's what I tell people, like, give yourself grace. Do not beat yourself up with the past. If your fallen ones are not here no more, physically they're not here no more. Emotionally and spiritually, that was by your side. energy doesn't die, right? But pay it forward. Let's say somebody else, you have like a family friend or coworker going through addiction and shit, they're zombies. And now it's a metaphor. You're speaking to your brother, sister, whoever whoever's falling from your side, physically in front of your face, right? But it's not a metaphor. All zombies I talk to, I talk to them, I bullshit with them, and I have these conversations. But once I get time, I'm physically talking to you, and most of the spirit talking to my brother. I would love for him to be here, but he's not here no more. So that's for everybody out there. Give yourself grace. That's why don't beat yourself up if it's the past been written. I wish. It's not gonna happen. The past been written. My parents, they did the best they could. That's why in your situation, if you can, pay for it on your side to progress forward in life. And then maybe potentially once again, you might be able to do this love shit relationship. If not, that situation, like me, I could easily talk about this forever, right? It's easy for me to do, but I don't know when I get a potential partner. I really don't know. I don't know. I'll give myself 1 more year in America. After that, maybe third countries. I don't know. I really don't know. Even in the third countries, the queens are more traditional. I know they'll be empathetic to the fullest. The downfall is energy potentially too strong for them, and they might push away. Because that's why that's, 2.5 years? But they just tell me, like, you can be my potential boyfriend, but don't become a counselor, my therapist. I'm like, so what do you want to do? Scenario, we're a couple, and someone triggers you. I didn't do it to you. What do you want to do about it? Talk about it. You want to run, build your walls, you need your space, and it's not going to work out. You need your space all the time, then it's not going to work out. But if you want me to, I can stay by your side and use you for your body, beauty, and your lust. If you want me to. I can't rejection, can you? As a forewarning. But I'm out here, guys. Love you guys. Have a blessed night. Take care. Be safe. Probably see you guys Friday night because I've already passed my own boundaries. The intent is only go live for 2 hours, and that's it from now on. Right now it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. But once again, 2 hours from now on, best as possible. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and that's it. Eventually, pretty soon, I'll start uploading on my, let's say it on Twitch, so the idea is to upload on my YouTube and Spotify soon. And once again, it'll just say season and dates, and that's it. If you hear voices, either my clips or people's clips in general, I'll play my phone, or someone actually in the box. But remember this, you can't see nobody but I. That's it. But I was talking about this in my last dying breath. The Lord Jesus Christ, is there a way you'll be better? And they will do better. Oh yeah, for sure. Once again, God, Jesus, the universe, for sure. But once again, that's good for you as one being. But to foreign people, just because you meet them at church, the hall, the temple, whatever your higher source is, that's not the issue. It's the beings in the church that's the issue. More on the male side. As men, we're not taught this conversation of healing journey, mental health, feelings, be vulnerable. So that's what I tell the guys all the time. Give yourself grace. You didn't know this conversation. That's why I do this for you guys to pay for it. But love you guys. Have a good night. Take care. Be safe. It's not about church. It's the kingdom you seek first. But once again, you can reach God. Cool. Once again, to make it black and white, it's within. Christ consciousness. Once again, all these spiritual people, quote unquote, with Christ consciousness, God consciousness, sure, yeah, but then you want love. Once again, your belief's not the issue. It's the person by your side that's the issue. Potentially you're the issue. You can both go to church, read the Bible. You can know scripture like Johnny Chang. He's a beast at what he does. But you, behind closed doors, the couple are toxic as fuck. There is the problem. It's not the church. It's not God. It's not the Bible. It's not your beliefs. It's you as a being and your partners that's a being. That's what I preach to the fullest. How's both every day above ground? How are both your four walls? Your mental home and your physical home. Is it heaven or hell? No one's gotta die. Every day above ground, you live heaven, you live hell. If you live in hell, who is it or what is it? Respectfully, my situation, I don't mess with heaven on earth. I don't do hell on earth. I wear that best as possible. I'll touch that hell on earth a little bit. With my one-on-ones, the zombies, the circles, the bad girl, 4x4 girls, and until we run away because the truth hurts. You're fucking up. You're not ready for love. Stop selling dreams. You should do poly open benefit situationships. Nowadays, 25 your friends. I don't do that. You don't want a fucking title because your family friends give you shit. Y'all is fucking cheat. You can't do monogamy. You can't control your love because your eyes are bigger than your mouth. End of story. Comma. For now, But I say respect. Once again, your higher source is not the issue. You're not the issue. Potentially, it's your person by your side, and then you become a couple, and then behind closed doors. See, what do I talk about the homes? And for the best part, everybody out there in toxic relationships, especially toxic households, toxic work. So when I say In life, you can go car hopping, job hopping, house hopping because your house being issues, your car having issues, your job's toxic, right? But try not to go body hopping the whole face. That's not healthy for you at all. Been there, done that. Anyone does body hopping the whole face, because the first person that you love to the fullest, right? You destroy them, vice versa. You try to fill a void of love you cannot get from your ex. It does not matter how many bodies you lay down, because you're always comparing. You're not satisfied because you don't know what love is, and you didn't cherish your partner. That's why it fell apart. So it's to foreign people. But yeah, anyways, YouTube stuff. Facebook. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay crazy. Be safe. My boy, you're talking about lust. Yeah, talks to love and lust. That's dime a dozen. Now show me love and lust. That's fucking a scratch ticket. And church, the queens, yeah, but here's the kicker. Did she know this conversation? No. I know she can control her lust, but 99% of the time the boys, they can't control the lust. Nothing wrong with looking, but when you're staring at a woman in church, in God's house, in front of your wife, and you love God, Jesus, make that make sense, then you're the problem. You're emotionally cheating. You eventually will physically cheat. And you see a little simple tattoo? There it is. All it takes a little DM, and I love God. You're about to be a fuckboy fucker, but you love God, Jesus, universe. Make that make sense, That's a heretic. That's your heretics, pharaohs and bullshit, yeah. If you beat lust, you in tenfold win. Well, that's you as one being, if you can control your lust. Yeah, you as one being. Now, can your partner control the lust? And if they can't control the lust, and they emotionally cheat, physically cheat, but it starts emotional, and then what? Can you handle rejection? They break up with you, you break up with them, they cheat on you, you cheat on them, they divorce, you divorce. It's called rejection. For everybody out there, you always get tested about God's universe. It's called rejection. Can you handle rejection? If not, once again, the grieving journey, it's at your own pace. You can shed tears, I'll be nice. Especially in the healing journey, I'll be nice, Give yourself like a couple weeks, a month, 2 months, but if you're there half a year, years, yeah, you have a lot of healing to do respectfully. Give yourself grace every which way. Hire a support team. And once again, church is not the issue. You are the issue to being the people you have as a partner by your side. That's the issue. That's why I preach about your homes. Everything starts with home. Every day background. Is it heaven or hell? Keep it simple. So once again, if you can control lust, you can do monogamy. If you can't control lust, do poly open, friend of situations, respectfully. But to each their own. I pray for you guys. And that's it. Go my day, go my life. But take that squad. Have a good night. Take care. Stay blessed. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. And be a squad. Love you guys. Take you safe. Ciao, ciao. I'm tired as hell. Shut up all these live sessions. And Twitch. Love you guys. Take you safe. Ciao, ciao.